Alrighty, and we are live. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Winter Castles, and welcome back to Discord Dungeons and Dragons with the Solaires. Specifically, Wanderer, Tiny, Herma, Stray, and Walf. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Alright, well, that's all, guys. See you later. No. Alright, we got all this going, and I got my notes. Say I am good to go for practically everything, and also if this goes how I expect it to go, you guys will definitely need Roll20.
Oh boy!
Ooh,
Fight.
Just
I need to go get Henrik.
I'm just expecting some chaos and some shenanigans. So I'm just
there.
speaking of. I should quickly pull that up too. I'm about to say, of all the things, that was the one thing I'm like, I gotta make sure they know, because of the fact that there is a very good chance that that's gonna happen. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't pull that up myself. Well, egg on my face. Egg on my face.
There.
But yeah, no, I'm just expecting something to happen.
What's with
Okay,
this
Mr.
weird
DM.
message? We love cozy. Sorry, when I loaded into Roll20.
I don't know. Do you love cozy?
No,
Yeah, I mean, it just
I don't even know who
it's
he
kind
is.
of weird. Though is all I was thinking.
All right.
Hey. Oh no.
Stray, why did you write that?
I didn't, you prick.
All right, here we go. Roll20. I'm just expecting chaos to happen.
I can cook.
uh,
That's
Oh,
a dragon.
Excuse me. Goodness.
oh wait, did you have did stream in somehow? Or is it just the blue screen boringness?
Right now right now I have it on the right now I have it on my Be Right Back.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Basically, while I was pulling this up, just in case, because I don't want any of my any maps that I have prepared to accidentally pop up. Yeah, no, for no reason. Dude, Herma, good picture for your Roll20 thing.
Oh, oh man, that was a while ago. That was for the tower. My bad.
Fuck, that is.
Oh wow.
I just like the purple smoke coming off the blade. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, he's a mystic.
Oh, wow. God dang, dude.
Yeah, he kind of
that-
gave my character like what was it, 22 attacks.
A sentry gun. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
The
it.
equivalent of sentry gun.
I became a minigun with a bow.
Let's see. Good look here. Just...
Mystic is busted. I'm glad it's not a class anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't even lie. It's busted as hell.
It's one of those
Fair.
things.
You don't have to be in a group for it to be busted. It's just better.
It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, no. Dude.
Hey, you get 22 attacks.
It's only like 4 different attack actions. All right, the 22 attacks are from your stupid bow. That the DM gave you, so it's really his fault.
God gave me this bow. Therefore, I must cast Smite.
I must cast Smite. Oh, that winter guy streaming again? Motherfucker. Always at the same time as me. Always at the same time as me. It's bullshit.
It's like he's a mind reader.
I angered a god by leveling an anthill. The anthill was like the size of a skyscraper.
Wow.
I get God in a game of cards. All right, I'm happy.
Don't blame ya.
Do. All right. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into this game. So where was I? Oh yes, last time on D&D, the Solaires, after their antics and crazed adventure in the capital of Westray, decided to make haste to Padstow to deal with the problems that are going on there, between the plague being a thing and the corruption going on inside of the cathedral. Along the way, they met with Belwraith's family, learning more about what happened when he was banished from Padstow. And by banished, I mean planned to be executed, and he ran.
Like a pansy.
Upon making their way to Padstow and dealing with some runts of the church, you decided to take this opportunity to sneak into the city. Some of you through a direct route, and one of you being the shadow of the rest of the party. While in the meanwhile, Henrik decided to stay behind in Belwraith's family home to work on crafting some potions. Upon doing so, you guys decided to go into probably the most available inn, the Greasy Horn. But upon walking through the city, you noticed how this once bustling city is now pretty barren. There are still people walking around, but it's almost as if there's a lot of hesitation, a lot of looking over shoulders. And upon going through, you've seen people very obviously with the plague. Some of them even just laying down on the side of the road. You're not quite sure what has come to this. But upon finding the Greasy Horn, decided to go in to speak with the owner, a halfling named Chester. Upon doing so, you took the time to learn not only about what was going on in town a bit, but even wanting to spread a rumor that a particular person who escaped his sentence was back in town. He gave you guys your own private rooms, but in exchange, he did warn you guys. Not only were there some particular individuals who'd like to go out drinking at night against the typical norm of these characters, you also found out that you were warned not to go out after the sun goes down. That apparently bad things happen. The party, being inside of one room together and discussing your actions, we are going to pull ourselves back there. So, guys, it's still about like early afternoon, about noon, 1 o'clock. You guys are still in the Greasy Horn inside of the rooms that you guys decided to purchase. What would you like to do?
The entire map's white now. Great. I go in the room.
That's yeah, that's wow. I kind of think we should wait till dark, then kind of do exploring. But that's just me dropping suggestions to get the ball rolling.
We can't go out at dark.
No, we shouldn't.
We were talking about going.
No, we can't.
Hey,
Why not?
wait,
Because if we go out at dark, we die.
maybe we
I
don't
thought
know.
that they were just saying we shouldn't go out at night,
Yeah,
they were
just
saying
because dangerous thing, like Winter just said.
Yeah, just for clarification, there is no embargo to stop you from going out at night. But Chester did give you guys the warning that if you do, that it is going to be very dangerous. Basically, there's no
We
like.
fought ancient. Well, not technically, we didn't fight ancient dragons, but we fought some serious shit. I think we could
It's true.
kind of handle whatever's going on.
I-
Not like super handle,
I
but
like
sneaky.
keeping my gonads.
This is a,
Realize straight. That kind of confidence kills people.
I know what we left off on last time was
Rah, rah, rah,
talking
rah, rah, rah.
about going to
Rah.
these two I can't remember if they were knights. I'm pretty sure they were knights.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
You-
guards, knights.
You were warned.
Um,
The two individuals that you were mentioned were both knights of the church.
yeah, it was the dwarf and one of the elves.
They come later during midday, so we had a few hours to wait.
Yeah, that should be what we have. Just keep that high on the priority list.
If you guys are fine with it, I'd like to head and go get Henrik before we get wrapped up in this, so he's inside the city walls in case something bad happens.
Oh yeah, good idea. Very, very good plan.
Uh,
Didn't
I'll,
Henrik say that he was going to be on his way soon? I'm just making sure.
Huh?
no, he
I mean,
said he was
last
gonna
round
stay
of-
there.
I meant like just before we ended that he was like about to be finished with what he was doing, so he was going to head soon or
Nope.
something. I might be remembering shit wrong. I thought that Blue called him in with the brain just shit on me. Not the one that allows him to talk. Oh, Sending Stone.
I mean, technically, he
Might be
does. He
remember.
does have a sending stone, and I assume Blue gave
Yeah.
him one.
I gave a sending stone to pretty much everyone in the party.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of them.
I know,
I forgot you.
but you
I
gotta-
forgot you gave Sending. Wait, I don't remember that.
I imagine Blue had to write labels for all the different sending stones that he has.
Winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
He had,
Where is Garnan currently? Because I did pass out last
Yeah,
session.
Garnan was with the party, deciding to go into the inside of the Greasy Horn in order to debate and talk about what your guys' intentions and plans were.
Okay, so
he
he's
wanted to
in the
buy
room.
some food.
Yes,
He was waiting for. He was
Wait-
waiting for the halfling to make his food.
which at this point, yes, food would be served at this point, and he, upon request, Chester does bring food to you guys. Which did any of you? I know that Garnan definitely ordered food, and I know that Alosa chose to get food as well. Was anybody else in the party deciding to get some food?
I think Kazir will.
Okay.
Would.
Absolutely. Would Blue or Belwraith?
Blue gave him a bottle of wine, but he's not hungry.
Okay, noted. And Belwraith?
Yeah, no, I'll be fine.
Okie dokie. So food for 3 of you guys, which it's definitely an interesting one. It is it is a lamb skewer with a bit of soup. It's a nice meal for what this place is. This is a really nice meal.
Chill.
Okay, I'm gonna use my 6 to call Henrik.
All right. So press the stone, and you both are. I'd assume at this moment, Hendrik, you would start to see that your sending stone is starting to glow.
Yeah. He picks it up and answers it like,
Hey Henrik, some junk's going down in town, and we would like to have you here. If you want to come by, I'll meet you at the city hall.
alright, sure.
So
I'm gonna go. Just tell them I'm gonna go to the gates and then leave.
all right. So I will ask this, Henrik. Would you be taking the most direct route, or are you going to try to stealth in? How do you want to do this?
Let's see the amount of fucks Henrik give today.
I don't know. How many fucks does Henrik give today?
Not a whole lot of fucks. We're taking the direct route.
All right. And would Blue go directly to the gate and try to would just go to walk out, or wait on the other side of the gate?
He's gonna wait. Hold on. I'll also roll.
All right.
Okay, he's going out.
Blue, or in this case, Tiny. I want you to roll me a d10.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I forgot to get my dice out. Where are you? There's...
I got a 6.
All right, all right.
I don't like that.
As you are walking down the street, Blue, you hear a commotion coming from an alleyway. As you hear somebody is like screaming, not in the sense of like what would be the proper term? It's not from fear or anything like that. It's a pain. It's a scream of pain.
Blue's gonna stealth in.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Alright.
Knew it was gonna be bad.
How sneaky is my boy today?
Come on, I taught him that.
You did.
You did.
Shit.
What'd you get?
Check that it's a 12.
A 12?
No.
Ah, yeah.
Plus 12. That's 32 with a nat 20.
Okay, fair enough. So you are the shadows.
Starting the night good.
Starting the night good. You are the shadows, and you're kind of just slinking. You've been in the urban environment plenty. Like you know where some of the best places to hide when you're not trying to be noticed, especially in town. And as you come up to the alleyway, you just see two people. You see two people talking, and another individual writhing on the ground. The guy looks like he's having a seizure. But I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay, also my trump suit. Plus 10, get 25.
25? You notice that the two people are like backing up almost instinctually of fear. The one that's on the ground, he has the plague. And he is seizuring. And suddenly you watch almost straight out of Bloodborne as there's almost like a little bit of an explosion of blood like up in the shoulder of the person on the ground. And you watch as like almost stone-like spikes start coming out outside of its right arm. And you watch as the blood kind of soothes on the body, you watch as like the texture of the skin starts to be consumed by the plague, and it starts to go almost like a charcoal black. You suddenly watch as these two are bolting, running at full speed.
Did any one of them get blown?
From with a 25? No. You get a sense that this isn't the first time this has happened in the town. And these people are like basically like, shit, it's happening again. Fuck, run. And you watch as they just run at full speed. They do not look back. And you watch as this individual just kind of gets up, just... And you just watch as more spikes start to come out of the body. And the other arm is just now starting to get consumed by it. His face, you would assume, would probably be like a young individual, like 25, 26. And you watch as the face just kind of morphs. And it just looks like almost like a demonic gargoyle. But you watch as he does this, and he makes these noises. He does not leave the alley. It's almost as if he's staring out to where the light is.
He doesn't like the sun.
This is what you see.
All right.
Now we know why it's not a good idea to go out during the dark.
Okay.
Okay. So does Blue leave, or?
Give me a sec. I'm looking at.
Okay.
Do I have it? Okay, it's just Blue's just gonna draw on the wall leading into the alley. Demon inside. Stay out. and then just leave.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. You leave, no problem. And
Just gonna leave that. That's not my problem. Yet.
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough. So you go up to the gate. Now my question is, excuse me. Now my question is, are you planning to go outside of the gate? Or are you gonna stay inside the gate? What is your plan?
I'm going to stay next to the gate to see how they interact with Henrik.
All right. So staying close,
And,
but not quite in their view.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use that sending stone to tell Henrik to say that his god is Tyr.
All right. Henrik, would you have checked your stone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you would know this information. With that being said, though, you do come up to where the gate is, and you see these two individuals, pretty bulky in size, full plate mail, and they look at you going, "Halt!
Howdy.
What is your business in Padstow?"
Oh. Taking the sides. No, I'm just here to.
God.
All right then.
Damn it. This is not my special. Well, taking the sights, beautiful place. I heard.
Taking the sights. I am the sight.
I would like you to roll me a deception check.
All right.
Nice roll.
18.
18? All right.
Not bad.
All right. They look at you, and they kind of give each other a glance, and then they look back at you again. And their voice does not change tone. It sounds exactly the same as they look at you and go, "All right. And which god do you worship?"
Here.
I do need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
My specialty.
Don't worry. Just think of maybe.
Hold on. Hold on. It's fine. Just give me a sec. I gotta double check something. All right, that is a 17.
17. You just make the save.
Nice.
You feel a pressure. You feel a pressure in your mind, and you almost feel as if someone is trying to get in. But you're so used to stuff like this that you just kind of force the sensation out, and you just give them the look as if like, yeah, no, that happened. Whatever. They look at you and they go, "All right, you may enter."
Thank you.
Absolutely. So you walk in?
You won't.
All
Yeah,
right.
he walks in.
All right. So, Blue, with you being just out of sight, you can see as Henrik walks into the city.
I'm gonna go over and hug him.
All right.
Woo! All right. We have rooms at a nice little inn. I found something that you might like. Let's go.
What's that?
Well, while taking a walk here, I saw one of the infected people transform. It's creepy looking.
Should we kill it?
Shooting out. It's currently hiding in an alley. I marked the alley. It won't move into the sun.
But like,
Which
should
is,
we kill it?
something helpful. It would be nice.
Yeah, we should kill it, right?
Let's go. Let's go check it out.
All right.
So do you guys head back to that alleyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna lead him to the alley.
All right. So you guys make your way back, basically backtracking Blue from where you were. You get to the alleyway. You do not see the creature there.
I'm gonna use magic sight to look around, see anything.
You're gonna use what?
Magic sight to look around, see if I see anything.
Okay, so your eyes, I assume, still wearing your something to cover up your face. You take a look around, and you kind of look up, and you see a hint of like what appears to be like abyssal magic. You look up, and you see hanging off the side of the building, looking down, a figure. You don't see as soon as you turn you look through without the sight on, you don't see it. But with the sight, you see an outline of the figure, like, just hanging off the side of the building, staring down into the alleyway.
Huh. Well then.
You're fucking thankful you decided to get that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of surprises. It's like
what you looking at?
it's like visiting the crackhead alley. It's like just a new adventure every day.
You know.
How is this dude like holding onto the sides with his legs or holding on the side of the building?
It's basically, like, based on...
Holding a Spider-Man?
Kind of, but as you look up, you notice that it's like his feet. This person's feet have like claws on the bottom now, and basically they're hooked just at the top of the building, like, and he's just like leaning downwards. You get the feeling that this person is running on like predator instincts, so it's just waiting until something is in his view.
He just backs up a little bit.
But Henrik, you do not see this. It's an empty alleyway.
I'm gonna grab on the hair and just slowly move back.
What's the matter?
I'm gonna cast message. The demon's currently holding onto the top of the buildings, looking down at us. Oh, there. Don't make too much sound. Don't want to draw anything. Actually,
Wait. I got glow stones. He pulls out one of the rocks that he uses with the light, and then chucks it at it.
All right, and is this just infused with the light spell?
It's technically not. It's called magical tinkering. The object just sheds a bright light in a 5-foot radius. It's not a spell or anything.
All right. So as you do so, and I assume you throw this into the middle of the alleyway,
Basically, yes.
you watch it lights up. Nothing happens. Blue, with your magic sight, the creature is not responding to it.
it's looking for food, not for. Like, it's only affected by sunlight, not your.
You like point it out.
Yeah. Blue's gonna come behind him, wrapping his rounds a bit, holding his. Is he holding his gun?
Yeah, he's holding his rocks. He's not trying to shoot it yet until he knows where it is.
Blue's gonna pull his gun up back. Can you hold this so I can aim you, right?
All right.
Blue's gonna hold on and move his arms up to where the barrel's aimed at the creature. Right there.
Eat. He's gonna hold the rock and hold it in the same exact position that his gun was held, and then cast catapult on it.
Oh my god. All right, casting catapult. So I believe that's a roll to hit.
It's a deck save.
What's a deck save? All right. Oh my god, natural 20. You launch it, and you just hear it smash into the side of the building. It didn't hit anything. Tiny. What Baloo sees is that as soon as it catapults up, you see the creature react almost in like a split second, and you watch as it drops down. And the moment it hits the ground, it just hops up to the other side of the alley, just still sticking in the shadows, but now it's just kind of hanging off the wall.
Did I hit it?
It jumped to the other building. That's a fast demon.
Oh.
I think we should just head back to the others.
Yeah,
since,
I don't want
There's too many people around. Yeah, it's kind of stuck here until night anyways. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head back.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna say, just for the sake of brevity, you guys get in. Chester says hi. It's it's basic greetings, and this time everyone else would be finishing eating at this point.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to show people what I saw.
Okay, so you guys watch as Blue and Henrik come into the room.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's creepy looking.
What did you say? You glitched out for me.
I just said, yeah, that was creepy looking.
Very.
I saw a little buddy transform into a demon. Mind an illusion. Boom. Just a tiny little version of that demon.
Brain shit on me.
That is unsettling.
Yeah.
And that is an understatement.
Blue's going to be using minor illusion to take the first form, the human form you saw, and then go through the stages of the transformation, showing them how it went.
So, similarly speaking, basically to all of you, you watch as this person who has the plague, like, it's almost as if it starts to engulf him, like, similarly to the way I described it to Tiny. You watch as it, like, almost like certain bones, like, burst and out, and you see sprays of blood, but then you watch as, like, these like charcoal black like spikes start coming out of the body, and it's just this hideous looking demonic gargoyle like creature.
See, straight. This is why we don't go out. Don't go out at night.
Yeah. Completely fair. Though to be fair, we didn't know there were demons running around until now.
We do.
And we could have assumed, considering the old pandemic that's going on.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, coronavirus is a bitch.
Oh.
So-
I remember this symptom of the COVID.
Hashtag too real.
This is D&D.
Hopefully it
This is supposed
was
to be
like
an escape
that.
from reality.
You know, slight
No.
fever, minor cough,
Dem-
possibility of turning into an elder fiend. But, you know, other than that.
You know, as one
That would have
does.
been less worse than what happened in real life.
No. But but I say in game, yeah, no. You guys have been very aware of how this disease has been, and you guys have seen some of the end effects of this disease. Reflect
Yeah, that's fair.
reflect back to being back in Makanali and being in the underground area where the church was keeping some of its sick.
Oh yeah, where Casey
We never-
was.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Never saw the transformation.
I forgot about that.
You're just mad because I named a bartender Daniel.
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
it's Blue's best friend. Blue's going to move the minor illusion to show the demon sticking onto the wall like it was before.
Which, if anybody would like to roll a religion check, you certainly can.
Am I?
Yeah, why not?
What?
Fuck it, I'm a paladin now.
What's up, Wonder?
Am I on the right? I kind of lost track.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you're with us.
yes,
Okay.
you're with us. You never left the inn. You stayed with everyone else, I did ask if anybody went with blue, and nobody spoke up, so I assumed.
No, I meant to,
Belgrade
but I.
does go shit, 'cause I
You
rolled
said
it.
Arcana check?
It would be a religion,
Religion.
check, And-
religion.
and Wanderer
Still, it's pretty.
for
5.
Belwraith. If you want to roll a religion check, you can do so with advantage because of your training.
Wow. Yep, that helps.
Because it was not.
Kazir, that is an ugly looking demon. So, going down this list, one. Oh, go ahead.
I haven't rolled yet. I was getting my dice. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Very low.
You're still trying to determine the difference between a devil and a demon. They're very similar but distinct in some ways. It's like, is that a demon? Is that a devil? I don't know.
This one has horns.
This one has horns, but that one has spikes. There's a difference. But so for all of you who rolled checks, Kazir got super low, Garnan got super low. What did Belwraith get?
15.
15. Blue.
25.
25. Henrik.
Henrik.
17.
17. All right.
Flash of genius.
No.
For Kazir and Garnan, man, God, these things look so the same. Fucking, they all look the same.
Racism.
Demonic racism. But Belwraith and Henrik. Yeah, you know these things. You guys have read about them before. These are particular creatures. They're kind of perversions of gargoyles. They're known as garmites. They're disgusting, like abyssal versions of gargoyles. Gargoyles are supposed to be symbols of protection and are even set up to be like set out outside of manors and stuff to ward off evil. Garmites are essentially the opposite. They're things that will disguise themselves as gargoyles to try to capture their prey. And Blue, you would know that these creatures in particular are very heavily connected to Grost, as Grost is the one who designed these ones.
Ooh.
Hey, from Malden, about to kill your brother. Come see.
Well, just a reminder, Formalden is the follower of Fraz Blue, and
Wait, no, this is Valsmere.
Yep, this is Valsmir's. This would be connected to Valsmir's patron.
Valsmere, I'm about to kill your brother. Come see.
But yeah, these are perversions of gargoyles. They're meant to capture prey by disguising themselves as gargoyles.
I want to kill him.
But you've never heard of one being made from a human.
Well, I haven't heard of a lot of things made from a human, but you know,
Yeah.
I've been having an open mind.
Starting to realize skin is as moldable as marble.
So, anyways, that's what I saw. Your guys' thoughts.
That's exactly Kazir's response is, ugh. What part is that to the Dark Knight?
Garnet continues eating.
Just eating your lamb skewer, just like, oh, well, that's some shit.
I was fucking nasty, man.
No, just good lamb.
I kind of want to kill one and pull it apart.
I really want to kill one, because it's an underling of Graz. Yeah,
Grost.
Graz. I'm gonna call him Grass, I'm gonna call him Grass, so he doesn't know who's talking about him.
You know, the abyssal lord of bongs.
Something
Yes.
tells me we'll be fighting a lot of them.
Yeah. If I'm able to see the person they're connected to, he's gonna make minor illusion take off.
There.
Woofda. So, you guys, what would you guys like to do?
Cry.
Guess
Lay on the floor, try not to cry, cries a lot.
How
commit
long is
unspeakable
it
violence.
What was that, Wanderer?
How long is it until it's midday?
It is about 1-2 o'clock now. So if you wanted to, you could hide out till for a couple. If you wanted to hide out for a couple hours to see if you can catch those individuals going to the bar,
Yeah.
that would be
Let's go chill.
around. Do you guys want to wait till about 5 or 6 and then head to the location, or is there any place you guys
Sure.
would want to hit while the sun's still out?
Hey,
Time skip.
Belwraith, is there any place? Because you're the only one who knows this place.
Can you say that again? Hey, your mic went into the shadow realm for a second. Can you say that again?
Where are we going, or are we just chilling until those guys come get drunk?
Well, it's a city. There's plenty of places to be, but I don't have any need to do anything but wait.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait. Kazir, stay out of the shadows for once.
No problem.
Which I assume you explained to them about how the creature would not leave the alleyway.
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh yeah.
so
Which means if we were to get a druid with daylight or whatever it is, they're dead.
I mean, you don't know. You've never tried it before.
You could use prestidigitation to create daylight, could you?
You could create the illusion of daylight, but not actual daylight. There are spells specifically for that.
Just checking.
No. It's a good question. It's a good way to trick a demon or anything like that if you wanted to. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's a cantrip. You know how far it goes.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
Very good at tricking people.
Silly Blue. Tricks are for kids.
Go to hell.
I am a child at heart.
So, anyways, so you guys take the time to actually kind of let this all sink in. I assume you guys just kind of talk a little bit about just not only the situation. I would assume, would Belwraith tell them about anything about the town or anything like that?
Yeah, while we're on the way over to the bar, if we're not there already, he'd probably talk and tour a little bit.
All right. So I'll just give you guys this because of the fact that you have somebody who actually lived here for a very, very long time. While this time skip is going for the next couple hours, I would assume Belwraith would tell everyone about like how there are certain inns that are here in town worth mentioning.
Yeah,
There are certain blacksmiths that are very reputable and good people, but then there's also the ones that are specifically to the church, that like ones that the church particularly works with, or even ones that are contracted specifically to the church.
Yeah.
Which just a bit of information on that, just so you know. You would know the Magenta Leopard is a place where a lot of like church higher ups, especially when they have their guests from other places, such as the Baron, that is where they would set them up. You would know that the Steel Herald is the private blacksmith to the Cathedral of Tyr. And you would know the two places that are hated by the church, like they don't like it, but they are within their rights to have their businesses here. Is they do not like the Razor's Tusks, which is a blacksmith here in town. And there is a alchemy shop known as the Timid Lily, which the church does not like. Mainly
Timid Lily and what else?
the Razor's Tusks.
Razor's Tusks.
Yeah, it's a blacksmith.
Yeah. The one dude, the innkeeper told us that the church was trying to take both of those down.
And you would also obviously you would also know that there are many churches here in Padsdale. This is the center of religion here in all of Atharia, but considering the fact that they're only letting people who worship Tyr in, you would assume that the churches to the other deities are either abandoned or only their head priests are running the place now.
There
It
were.
was interesting to go and stop by, visit those churches.
All right, there is a district specifically to it. You would need to go in while you're inside of the walls of Patstow. You can get to the district no problem. If you were on the outside, it'd be probably a bit of a trick to get in there.
Yeah.
Do you want to head that? Do you want to head that way?
I think I definitely will. People are more than welcome to come.
All right, you would need to go.
I'm just following you.
You would need
Yeah.
to. You would be going into the Enlightened ward.
All right.
As
Let's do it.
as you go up there, Belwraith, you see a guard just kind of hanging around, but you immediately recognize them. Because you can see based on they have a shoulder cape that has the symbol of Tyr on it, and their armor is absolutely pristine. You would recognize this person as one of the you would recognize them as one of the Knights of Avor. I will
Knights of Avor? What?
Knights of Avor.
Oh, of Avor. Okay.
Yes. You would see that this person is a half-orc.
Hold on, I'm trying to find her DMs. Is he in her notes?
Yes, he is in the notes that I sent you.
Okay. The knight, half orc.
Which, to all of you guys, you see this fucking buff-ass orc wearing very, very pretty armor. He is a half-orc, I do want to say that, though.
I was told of a large man in decorative armor who was there when Mary was being transformed.
Okay.
I don't like him immediately.
Okay. Can I?
Can you?
I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something with that, but I don't know what. You know.
Yep, I know what you mean. About to say, it's just I'm just letting you know who is guarding this area.
I just want to keep that tracked somehow. You know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could always just like go.
Tarek?
What?
Okay. Hold on.
Tarek? Contract.
I know what I can
Clark's
do.
not here.
No, not Karak.
Oh yeah, we left car.
Yep.
Not left, but you-
Karik, Filman, and Knackle
I
and
got it.
Bimnotten are down south.
Do I have
Yeah.
like a
Fuck,
ring or
right.
something? Do
I
I have,
forgot about that.
like a ring or something like very small?
Are you asking if you have a ring or?
Yeah, something very small but very distinct.
I have a lot of decorative rings.
I mean, are
I
you?
might-
I mean, stuff like that is amongst your.
Let me tell you my plan first. So my
Oh.
plan currently is to go like around the corner and then give Kazir something to reverse pickpocket him with.
Oh.
Oh.
And then we can track that object and then track where he is through that object.
How can we track the object?
With
There's a spell. There's a spell called
Oh.
Locate Object.
I think I have it. I have Find Person,
You're a
which would
cleric,
be easy.
you do.
But do I have Find Person?
You might not have
Wait.
it prepared though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking through.
Your spells currently.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still put it. You could still put it on him, and then when you do have it, the spell ready, you could use it.
Yeah. That's my current plan. Yeah, I don't have.
It prepared right now.
What am I doing? Okay. I do have Locate Creature. Would that work for this?
Technically, it. Hold on. Let me pull up the spell. This is one of those weird.
Yeah, describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to that creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Such as a human or a unicorn. Yes. So I would say yes, you could use it on a person.
Okay, then I'll ignore that.
All right.
Well, doesn't it say the nearest per? Oh no, wait, never mind. I got it. Brain.
Yep.
clicked.
No.
See,
It's
that
with
one say it.
D&D. It's always like the wording that always like gets misconstrued. You're perfectly fine, Stray.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna
With
say
that-
it says or the nearest creature of that kind, but then it was like, oh, that's if it's not there.
Exactly.
With that information, with that information and all that settled, when we do get about a block or maybe a little bit more away, I'll fill in the group on who that is.
Okay.
And
Are you going to try to actively avoid them?
nope. I mean, I'm disguised, I believe, right?
Okay. Yep. You are still disguised, but I say the spell is still going on. So.
Yeah. And that is who I'm pretty sure we just passed.
Okay. So as you pass by, hold on one second. Garnan,
Yes.
you hear a person go, "Hey, what are you doing around here?"
Darnan turns around.
You see this again. You see this very well armored and very bulky, a half orc individual. What are you doing in this ward?
Kind of just following that guy. He's kind of the leader right now. Talk to him.
Leader. He looks.
Yep.
He looks over to the disguised Belwraith.
Elwraith, speaking of, is like black with two full horns,
Mhm.
and his horns and tail are gradient into gold.
He looks at you and he walks up to you.
Another thing that may be of importance is his eyes are completely unchanged.
Duly noted.
Maybe important.
You just got us killed with that. Not really.
I dropped my dice.
What's the
Yeah,
most
probably
goblin
gold eyes
I've
are
ever heard
commonish
with their
in
sound.
people.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
We may have. I visited here a few years ago.
Roll a deception check, and I'll give you advantage because of your demeanor.
Wait, the other guy is that gonna roll insight?
Yeah, he's trying to roll insight.
Oh, that's gonna be
I'm
an
gonna do
18.
cutting words.
All right,
That's gonna be
I'm gonna do
an
cutting words.
18.
it's gonna be what?
18.
18. All right, and you want to roll that dice for cutting words?
Yes. That is subtracting 6.
Okay. All right. All right. He looks at you. Fair enough. Apologies. Just,
No, it's your fault.
what is your business in the Enlightened Ward?
Oh, well, we're visiting, touring around a little. That's all.
Fair enough. Make sure you be careful. There have been a lot of accidents around here lately. I've been sent by the Church of Avor to make sure that no happenstances happen. Stay out of trouble.
Can I insight this guy?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to double up on that.
Never mind, natural one.
He looks like an upstanding, righteous citizen.
I got a 15.
Also, I'll also type.
I got a 15 on my insight.
15. All right. And then blue
18.
18. All right. So between the two of you, he's being honest. He's not lying.
Okay, I still have a follow-up question.
Absolutely.
Avor, isn't that the symbol of tear on your shoulder?
Yes, it is. That is my symbol. I am a holy knight, and I work for the cathedral known as Scales of War.
Ah, I see.
Are you new to town?
It's complicated.
Have you not heard the good word of Tyr?
I have. I was raised here, so I just haven't been here in a very long time.
I would recommend you be careful then. I am very lenient and very kind. Others will not be. Make sure you stay out of trouble.
Have any recommendations as a fellow worshiper of Tyr?
There are territories near Scales of War that there are individuals that will tell you the history of its greatness. Or you may speak with one of the other holy knights who have more time on their hands. They would be more than happy to teach you more about the great words of the God of Protection.
I understand.
Oh, well, we'll be off then.
All right, may Tyr watch over you.
And also you.
Well,
And he just watches you as you walk away.
I am definitely going to be casting Sending on him later tonight.
Noted.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what are you doing in that? Worshiping Tyr, I assume.
Oh, God almighty.
maybe
that's so
worship Tyr
wrong.
together?
God damn, sending booty call.
Oh.
Oh, don't pretend like Blue hasn't done that once or twice.
Here?
Tyr, other gods, you know.
I mean, he would have with Henrik if given the chance, but he hasn't been given the chance yet.
Usually Sending on a god.
All right, but
That's a lot faster than praying. Just cast Sending on them.
so you guys walk into the enlightened ward. Now, let me paint you a word picture. Belwraith, anytime you've been here, it has been a hustle and bustle of followers, church leaders, various individuals who would not only speak of the good word of Tyr, but also of every god in the pantheon. There are very few gods that are banned in Patstow. The whole point of this location is to spread the word of all the holy individuals. It's supposed to be, a place of respect of all religions. Pristine, beautiful, and very well taken care of. You walk into the ward now. Some of these churches that you used to visit, just as a representative of the cathedral, some of them have boards over them. Some of their stained glass windows are shattered. This place looks like it's been abandoned, pretty much. There's grime and dirt, and what's worse, you're seeing a lot of individuals who are essentially like beggars. You even see people on the street who are laying on makeshift like cots, like military cots, like ones that are just set up, like set up beds.
Yep.
You're seeing people with the plague on them. And you're seeing individuals who are wearing like plague doctor masks, like taking care of them.
I see why you were expecting combat now.
yeah.
Oh, it depends on your guys' actions and everything. You're not in combat right now.
No, really?
Yeah, really.
We're in combat. I'm gonna fight one of the poor people.
That's my piece of bread.
Well,
Yeah, that beggar
we
right
might
there.
end up.
Fuck him.
I mean, they're infected.
How about
They're infected, so any moment now they could go demon and hunch.
Exactly.
But-
Like, we gotta take him out preemptive. You know?
But you would know, Belwraith, that there are 10 other cathedrals in town that, specifically in this ward, that are very pristine and well taken care of. Some of them now looking abandoned. Some of them are damaged.
Quick question, just for character's sake. How many plague doctors in the area would Kazir see?
You're seeing about 5 or 6 people wearing plague doctor masks taking care of these individuals. You're seeing about 15-20 people on these military cot beds outside being taken care of.
Kazir will give each of the plague doctors. You said 5 doctors?
Yes, there are 5 doctors.
All right. He'll give each of them 10 gold because that's who he is.
Fair enough.
I mean, he knows that it would probably not do much to help them, but
You walk up to them, and you hand him the gold, and he looks at you. He kind of gives you a look. Thank you.
keep up the good work.
May the matron of feathers watch over you.
That ain't too.
Same to you.
Which
Kazir continues on with what he was following the groups.
Which no rolls necessary. You do know who that deity is. That person is a follower of the Raven Queen, the goddess of death.
Oh,
You would know that name because of the fact that the Baron of, or not the Baron, the Lord of the Lord of
oh Lord.
why am I blanking on the name? It was the first place you guys ever went.
Oh,
Pegland.
Yeah, the Lord of Pegland, Lord Marklehay. He is a paladin of the Matron of Feathers.
cool.
We like them dead bitches.
Wait, no, never mind.
Hey,
No.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Back that up,
Oh,
man. What are you? Are you a follower of Orcus or something? Goddamn, calm down.
oh God.
Calm down, Vecna. Hold on a second.
I didn't think before I spoke there.
yeah, I think we can tell.
Filter has been broken.
But Wanderer, the first church you see in the Enlightened Ward. This used to be one of the pinnacles of this location. Was a very bright and well taken care of cathedral that basked in the sun, at sunset, at sunrise, at the beginning of every day. Which this church is known as the Bright House, and the windows are shattered. There are boards on the front door. You would know that this church is the Church of Palor, and it is basically looks like someone purposely destroyed it.
He doesn't say anything, but his shoulders kind of drop, and he just shakes his head at the sight just a little bit before continuing walking.
Absolutely. You guys continue to walk, and you're seeing more of the same. You see some beggars basically just sleeping on the outside. You see individuals that are stubborn, and they're trying to rebuild. But you kind of get the sense that this isn't the first time they've done this. The second church that you see, and this one is actually pretty well taken care of. You're not seeing any real problems with it. You see what appears to be a church with a stained glass window that appears to be the symbol of a gauntlet with an eye with an eye on it. You guys don't need to make a roll for this as well, because you recognize the symbol. It's the symbol that Knackle wears on his robes. This is the symbol of Helm. You would know that this is the church known as the raised gauntlet.
Do we have Knackle, or did he fuck off too?
Nope, Knackle
He went with.
Bipnotten to do research.
You are the cleric now.
Yes.
The only the only DMPC we have right now is Alosa.
Yes, it's Alosa, and she is honestly at this current moment a bit silent. She's kind of blown away about how all this is going right now.
Curious. Are there any
Completely understandable.
temples of Savras that I would see around?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. What the fuck are my rolls tonight? Ass.
What'd you get?
Hold on. Do I have an inspiration?
Do you have an inspiration?
I don't.
Oh,
Religion, you
dang.
said? Or no, perception?
Perception.
That would be a 5.
A 5?
Ooh.
Hey, that's one. Oh wait, no, that's a mystic shop.
Oh, hey, there's a cleric of Savras. That's just a homeless man peeing on a
What?
hamster.
God.
No, it wasn't a nat
say-
one.
Did you say peeing on a hamster?
It did sound like that now that I think of it.
Good lord. No, you Garnet, and as you're looking for one, you see what appears to be like an orb, and you're like, that must be it. But then you see it says the Mystic, which is a shop, which appears to be some kind of like fortune telling shop.
He's gonna whisper to Alosa.
Hey, Losa, do you see any stuff about Savras?
Let me take a look, and I will roll a perception check for her. This seems like something. And then she points at the same shop you were looking at. Natural one.
That's a shop.
I mean, Savros is one of those few deities that is kind of a hit or miss with people. It is all about divination and seeing visions of fate.
Can I roll perception to hear this?
I mean,
No, fuck you.
I mean, do you roll to eavesdrop?
Yeah, okay.
Passive perception.
It's gonna be a 15.
Sleight of hand?
This would be a stealth to, but no disadvantage for armor because this is obviously just conversation.
Okay, well, my dice fell out of my hand that time, so I'm not counting it. 13?
I hear you.
Natural 20 for Alosa.
Joke's on you. I use silvery bar.
You would waste a spell slot.
I'm not gonna.
I was about to say.
I got a 15 on the perception.
I would say you would hear what you would hear Garnan asking about this, but you wouldn't hear Alosa's comment about it being a hit or miss.
Would I know the god they're trying to find?
Well, he did. Well, Garnan did say the name Savros, which but
Is it Savros or Savras? Because I have Savras written down.
I believe. Well,
Savris.
it's it's Savros. I've been pronouncing. I've been calling it Savros, but I mean interpretation. Asmodeus, Asmodeus, but it's one of those things.
It would be Savros if it had 2 S's, but Savros.
Fair.
Okay.
So
If I hear them, do I know if there's a church for
no
Savria?
no role necessary. Belwraith has been in the Enlightened Ward enough times because of the fact that the church has always been very open about relationship with other gods. You would know there is a cathedral to Savros here in Padstow, known as the Veiled Orb.
I'm just gonna start walking towards it.
All
We
right.
only have the spotlight. The party would probably be able to tell that Belwraith is just angry. It's not like it's small things like balled up fists and just face. His face is kind of scrunched just a little bit more than normally.
Hey, bellboy, something bothering you?
This entire place, this section.
God damn it. My buddy Travis is in the chat and he's like, Sav roast? Fucking god damn it.
Delicious.
Savrani? What?
God damn it. Anyways, go on.
The state of the district, it looks more like a slum than a church.
Oh, I assume this isn't what it's supposed to look like then?
First guess.
Yes.
Uh, as soon as he gets to the Church of Savros, Savrani, whatever,
Zapparoni.
he'll point out at the church. This is the god you're looking for.
Which, upon seeing it, this is one of the few churches that's still looks pristine. Like, it doesn't look like it's been touched. You would see that there is a symbol of there is no stained glass windows on the front. It appears there is actually more of a very like artistic, like almost like painted on the wood, symbol of a mystic's orb. Which you would know, Garnan, as this is the symbol of Savros. It looks untouched.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that.
Do we want to?
Alright, we'll walk up to the door and try and open it.
Absolutely. You go up to the door and you open it.
He'll hold the door open for the group.
All right. Do you guys go in?
Yeah, he's your follows.
Garnan will enter first.
All right.
Yes.
So, as you walk in, you come into the church, which you see as you walk in, you see this massive, like, it opens up directly into what you would assume would be where where the church would meet the masses. Like, you're seeing pews all over the place. This is a very pristine and very pretty looking building. As you walk in, you now see the stained glass. Like, upwards on the sides of the building, you're seeing symbols of not only orbs, you're seeing symbols of eyes. You're seeing, like, what appears to be angelic figures. And, Garnan, you would recognize one of these stained glass windows as you see an orb with, like, bands going over it. Eyes, multiple on the bands, and you're seeing like 6 wings popping out the back.
Wait, Savros looks like a biblically accurate angel?
No. Remember the avatar of.
Oh, right. Fuck, what was his name?
Mhm.
Hold on. I got it. Don't tell me.
I won't tell you.
Encyclius.
Yeah, that is correct.
Encyclopedia.
Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit. I mean, crap.
But yeah, it's almost and Garnan, it is almost 1-for-1 from the vision that you saw, the visions you've seen.
Are there any church tinders at all?
You would see some tinders and everything. Like are you talking about like for sconces and everything, or are you talking more?
No, I'm talking like just it's like priests or something.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Apologies. You take a look around and you do see a few people like caring for the building, like they almost as if they're cleaning. They see you guys walk in, and one of them walks up. Their robes are white with around the cuffs of the arms. You're seeing bands of like teal, and you're seeing that along the trim of the hood as well. As they walk up and they go, "Welcome to the Veiled Orb. Are you here for the... If you were here for the sermon, unfortunately, you missed it. But if you were seeking for refuge, we are always welcoming to those."
No, thank you. Me and my compatriots are exploring the town a little bit.
Oh,
Tourism, if you will.
You're new to town. Oh, I apologize.
Well, some of us are.
I have a question, Winter.
Yes,
This is a priest of Savros, right?
that is correct.
Do they recognize me at all, or have any inclination?
Roll an insight check.
What the fuck? I'm putting these dice away. That's a 1. Jesus fuck.
Damn,
Fuck
good plan.
you.
Throw them away, or roll them a few more times.
They're
Just,
followers
like
of
empty rolls.
Garnan. They're followers of Savros. They knew you were coming the day you were born.
God, wow.
Interesting. Yeah, a couple of us are not as new, but
Well, it's not every day that we get to see a paladin of Savros come in here.
how'd you know?
Yes.
We were told.
Hmm.
We were also told that a former resident of our city was going to come.
Oh shit.
Is everything okay? It sounded like something fell.
Someone fucking died.
Is everyone okay?
Valerie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounded like I don't know whose microphone, but it sounded like someone fell over.
Yeah, no clue.
I've fallen. I can't get up.
God damn it, Travis! Stop heckling me.
I was just following.
But anyways,
Ooh.
as long as
Where are
ever,
you now?
well, we were told that a paladin of our faith was going to come to this town, and we were told that a former resident of this town would come.
Ooh, they know.
Of course, fate works in mysterious ways.
True.
We had
That it does.
we had no idea when, and we had no idea how.
Well, I look forward to that for you then, I suppose.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Michael, and I am the priest here in the Veiled Orb.
I am Garnan, and I assume the rest of us can introduce ourselves.
Absolutely. It turns over to the rest of you. Do you guys introduce yourselves to Michael, or are you keeping more, or are you trying to hide your identity?
I'll introduce myself as like the person who was here before.
Okay. So you keeping up the disguise, or are you?
Yeah, I'll be keeping up the disguise. I'll flash it. I'll let him see through it, but like keeping it up, like not. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like what you did with your sister. Or
Yeah.
Belrace's sister.
And you guys.
Which
Yeah.
he looks at you as soon as you like do that. He just kind of gives you a look, and he's like, "Why do you hide yourself? Have we? I don't assume we've met before."
Oh, fuck. Okay, we're
Uh,
down there.
Yeah. Just so you know, Belwraith, Michael was not the priest the last time you were here. He was not the head priest the last time you were here. The previous priest was like an older woman.
What was her name?
Well, let me pull up my notes. Fortunately, I have them pulled up. You would know.
Wasn't the guy stopped from being brainwashed also named Michael?
Possibly. You're not.
I think you're right.
I mean, Michael's is a very common human name.
A very
Yes, it is.
common straight white male name.
That's my dad's name, so yeah.
I have a couple friends.
I knew a
named
Mike.
Michael.
Not sure if they were actually Michael or just Mike.
It's just the common name. But
Just a thought.
no, you would know that the previous priest was a older woman named Sandra. She was she was also human, but you would know that she was in her 60s when you were last here.
I'll ask. Do you know what happened to Priestess Sandra?
Oh, Priestess Sandra. I'm afraid you missed her about half a year ago. She was taken from us, unfortunately, but she died painlessly in her sleep.
Unfortunate.
Indeed, but of course, she was taken by the Raven Queen, and now lies in the realm with Savros.
Why don't you tell me about Severus's realm? I'm curious.
Absolutely. Savros, as obviously as you know, is the goddess of fate, her realm for her followers are to be the caretakers of the strings in which guide each of us down the paths that we walk. They are essentially those who choose to aid her, take their place among the string, and protect and even guide those in desperate need of assistance. One might say that when we pass, our jobs as priests never end, as when those who pray to Savros will hear voices from us, helping them along their way.
I see.
It is a good fate, fate to have, in my opinion. I could never imagine wanting to stop helping people.
Garnan is going to look back to Belwraith and give him a look like, "This guy cool? We good?"
He'll nod at him.
I may have fibbed a little bit.
Hmm?
Just a tiny bit, tear going fucking crazy.
Say no more. With everything going on, you are completely within your right.
I am that paladin of Savros, as I'm sure you know now.
Indeed. One who carries himself in the way that you do. You must be new to the faith.
You could say.
It's okay. We all find our paths so at our own paces, and it doesn't matter how old or young you may be. We all find it one way or another.
Yeah, talking to Savros is kind of weird, but
You spoke directly with Savros?
He's kind of like, oh fuck.
He kind of gives you a look like, oh, okay.
He kind of looks over at Alosa.
Yeah, in a more, metaphorical sense. Oh, of course. As a paladin, you must have spoken with one of her angels, of course.
Yes, like someone like yourself.
Absolutely. It makes perfect sense. Well, is there anything I could assist you with while you're here in town? Maybe some information you might be curious about?
Why is this church so still?
Yeah. Well,
Pardon me.
we're not one of those religions that ever gave false information or never fed anybody what they wanted to hear. As we follow the god of fate, we've always been very honest about the things that we see. We had visions that this city was going to struggle and have problems for quite some time. Looking over to you, Belwraith, the former head priestess Sandra, she had visions that the church would see struggles, but fortunately, because of that, we've warned people. As you notice, there are a lot of people who are very hesitant and very careful whenever they walk through the city. We like to think that we help to aid people in being knowledgeable.
She saw visions.
Indeed, Sandra. Anybody who becomes the head priest or priestess of this church is typically a clairvoyant.
Oh. A clairvoyant, what's that?
Clairvoyant is someone who is granted visions, things that may or may not come to pass. Typically ones that do, though. Of course, it's almost as if you're seeing a piece of fate as it is happening.
How else would one become a clairvoyant?
Well, some people say becoming a devout follower of Savros will grant you visions of things that may or may not happen. You would, as a paladin or a cleric, you would have an ability to be able to even see the outcome of things before they happen. I mean, that is where the school of divination is from.
I see.
Indeed.
Is he withholding any information?
Roll an insight check.
Using a different dice this time. Oh, that's where that went. Hold on. I'm putting this back in its proper place because I lost it a minute ago. I don't know where the bag is. I'll fix it in a sec. There we go. Okay, insight.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You would know that he is not being deceptive. He is not trying to trick you. However, you get the sense that he is not necessarily telling you everything.
Okay, that makes sense. And the stuff you're holding back, what's that?
Very direct. I should have expected this. I would say that I am a bit ashamed as to say these things, as I am the current head priest of this church, and I am not a clairvoyant. I have not seen visions from Savros, but I do believe in the visions that people get from Savros. Head priestess Sandra had visions and was able to warn us. The things that she warned us came true and came to pass, and because of that, we've been able to protect people and even warn them of the potential danger. I envy those who can, because all I want to do is be able to help those the same way Sandra helped others.
I'm sure that your visions will come in time. As you said, the priestesses and those alike of this church get them, do they not?
You watch as a smile kind of creeps on around his face, and he just kind of gives you a look, and he's just like, spoken like a true follower of the faith, as he presents you with a small bow. Well,
Like you said, fate has many strings to play.
indeed they do. But with time, of course. For now, we are just trying to lend aid wherever we can.
I respect that.
So we've been able, because of the warnings, we've been able to also keep the church intact. Any potential dangers, we've been able to either shield the church from being damaged or been able to speak with the people who are doing these things. However, please, indulge me on this. Be careful which churches you go to. Some are less safe than others.
Yeah, I kind of imagined. I was curious to come here, as for obvious reasons.
As you saw, I assume you saw with the bright house as you came into town, into this particular ward. As he looks over at you, Belwraith.
Belwraith nods. This will be fixed.
And I would highly recommend staying away from the House of Pacifism and the Luck House as well.
House of Pacifism, not very pacifist. Ironic.
No, it unfortunately has become infested.
Infested?
Let's just say, us clerics and paladins, we don't walk on unhallowed ground. We tread.
Have been any servitors of Savros that have befallen that's been going around?
Fortunately, most have not. My flock has been very careful and has followed the words and warnings that Priestess Sandra had warned us of. We have lost a few, unfortunately, to attacks, but none have transformed.
With infested, have you, any clue what the things look like?
He gives you a look and he goes, These creatures, from what the ones I've seen, of course, unfortunately, we've been unable to look at them too carefully. Most of us who run the churches, we keep our people safe. These creatures don't want to come into the churches, as most of them are considered hallowed ground. It seems to repel them. Of course, that is as long as the church remains functionable.
Sunlight also kills them.
As we've noticed, these attacks never seem to happen during the day, only at night.
That's because they fear the sun. I watched one transform not too long ago. A few hours ago, actually.
I mean, it does not surprise me, and it also does not surprise me that that's why they would target the house. They would target the Sun House. The Bright House. Apologies. The DM doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, here, take this. Garnan is going to open his sack and pull out 10 gold.
He will take it in his hand. I appreciate your donation to the church. This will allow us to help more people that are in the streets currently.
That is all I would care for.
But please heed my warning. The House of Pacifism and the Luck House. Please be careful. These two locations have, based on the warnings we were given, have turned out to be considered unholy ground now.
Thank you. I will tread carefully, as will the rest of my allies.
Absolutely. And if you ever wish to have a blessing of Savros, just give us the word, and we'd be more than happy to join you in a word of prayer.
Understood.
And he kind of gives you each a very slight bow, like 45 degrees, and then
Kazir returns
Oh, good.
the bow.
Absolutely. He kind of he gives a nod of respect back. And
then we'll turn to leave.
all right, and he will walk back to the pew, and he will continue to get back to cleaning. All right. So you
Once,
Go ahead.
Once Garnan is out of earshot with the priestess, or priest rather, he will turn to Alosa.
Yep.
Did you know that they could be clairvoyants as well?
I mean, any person who, at least from my understanding, any person who is a follower of Savros has a potential to be a clairvoyant. For me, you watch as she kind of looks down at her hands. I mean, the blood I have, and the fact that my mother was a clairvoyant.
Do you think I might be? Eventually.
I mean, anything could happen with time. Maybe you'll be able to see what's coming, as she kind of gives you a playful, nudge.
I saw that coming.
But it is interesting to see that this church is taken care of. Wouldn't make sense coming from a god that can see things coming.
It would. Belraith. Actually, no. What did he introduce himself as?
He introduced himself as his own name, just like I'm the person that she was talking about.
You,
I
Tiefling.
am the one who knows.
Stop.
You tiefling!
I am the
Say his
boy
name
who
out
knows.
loud. The Luck House and House of Pacifism. What are those?
Yeah, I'm wondering there.
You would know, Wanderer, that these are the House of Pacifism is the church to Eldath, the god of peace and pacifism, the god of which obviously is prone against violence. They seek to find paths to enlightenment through peace and tranquility. And you would know the Luck House it's one of the most controversial churches in Padstow. You would know that the Luck House is the Church of Timora, the goddess of luck.
AKA gambling.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. A lot of people are like, this is basically the equivalent of going to a casino. But the thing is that the Luck House actually has very strict rules about gambling on the premises. There are actual gambling rooms inside of the Luck House. but the house is the church itself, which does praise good fortune to anybody. This is actually Timora, I believe, is also, if I remember correctly, yes, Timora is also the goddess of merchants. this is this is a god. This is the goddess that merchants tend to pray to, as it also is. They are the followers. The Timora is also one that believes in good luck, fortune, and mercantile. So basically, business.
Okay.
But it
I
is.
assume he relays that.
I would assume so as well. But again, it's the most controversial church in all of Patstow.
E. Gonna be
He would go on to explain that in similar words.
Some more Belwraith like words.
Yeah, very Belwraith-like words. I don't feel the need to reiterate.
I'd assume like House of Pacifism is Eldath, the god of peace, and
Yeah.
and the Luck House is one that many question. It follows the goddess Timora, the goddess of fortune and the goddess of mercantile.
Yep.
Okay.
That, yeah, dead on.
You-
You can play him back right now. Fuck up with that.
I got you, buddy.
He understands Belwraith.
He's in the wall.
I better say, I'm in your head, man. I'm in your head.
Okay. I kind of want to go there. I know he just said not to, but I'm curious.
No.
But we have other places to be at the moment.
No, obviously. I mean, like later when we're done doing
Yeah.
whatever we're doing. What are we doing?
We are going to find. Shit, I can't remember. Hold on.
Well, I mean, we could use luck now that I think of it.
Oh, you know.
It was. One was Elmara's Nolto. And the other. I believe it was Stendon Hawthorne. Who's the other we're looking for?
You're
Drunkards?
you're talking about the people who are drinking.
Yeah, I believe that is who we are on.
Let's go chill at their favorite bar. I could use a
All right.
wet throat.
Ew. Why'd you just say it like that?
So you guys would like to leave the ward and head towards the bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belwraith. While they're walking. Why'd you lead us there? I mean, I assume you
Remind myself why I'm here.
for church.
Oh, that church specifically? I heard you talking about it, and both of you were fools.
We're not exactly quiet.
Not really.
Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
Oh, nod.
Belwraith. Well, Wanderer, I would like you to roll me a d10.
I don't like D10s. We seen what happens with D10s.
I'm scared.
I like D10s. So what happens with D10s?
That's gonna be a
What'd you get?
9.
9. All right.
9?
9.
9. So as you guys are walking down the street, you hear one of the people. You see one of the people on the mat on one of the cots starts to kind of freak out, and is like having Blue. You're almost having like a flashback to the person transforming, as you watch one of the plague doctors comes up. The person like kind of fights, but you watch as the person kind of quickly grabs a syringe, takes off the cover, and you watch as they kind of inject this person with something. The person is like struggling and like trying to fight, but then you watch as the person slowly like calms down. And then you watch as the person kind of goes slack and the head tilts to the side.
Just kind of nods.
You watch as the plague doctor looks over to one of the others. If you guys would like to try to overhear, you guys can roll a perception check.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
What is my perception? Why do I always forget my perception?
25. You have a +9.
Oh yeah. Rolled 16.
Plus 9, so 25.
Yeah. E.
I got a 25. I got a 15.
Oh.
Okay. Better say.
25. To the
Okay, so 25, 25. Anybody else trying to overhear or?
Garnan tried and failed.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I'm rolling so shit today.
It happens. Better say, I feel that. Henrik, did you want to roll or?
Did we lose Henrik?
I think he's dead.
Oh no, Henrik on the middle of the street.
He's here. He's here-ish.
Barely.
Did
Poor
you?
Bellray. I'm not Bellray. God,
Poor Bellray.
My brain shorted 3 different names at once for some reason.
I feel that. Better say, Bellray, did you want to try to overhear?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
They're doing their job.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Someone dying? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, just another day.
Well, I mean, kind of understandable. I mean, he's watching his town fall apart.
Fair.
Basically.
That is
Yeah.
fair. I could definitely see Bellray just going hardened. I was curious if Henrik wanted to, but I think Herma might have.
He conked out.
He conked out, which happens.
Yeah.
That's okay, buddy. Pat, you're perfectly okay.
No, you're not. Feel bad.
Betrayed us.
I get his gun.
Top 10 anime betrayals. Gotta say, anyways, but for Blue and for Kazir, you guys can, like, your ears kind of perk up as this is happening. You kind of get them a nod, and you watch as one of the plague doctors looks over and goes, and Jeremiah, this is the third time this is the third time that they've gone into their seizure. We need to take precaution. Take them. I want you to take them to. Oh, gosh darn it! Oh, sorry. But phone, calm down. Take them to the mage's house. They should be able to keep him from turning.
Shit.
That is what you guys hear.
Cool.
Watching this, I was gonna kind of move over a bit closer.
Okay, so you move. Are you wanting to get closer to the plague doctors?
Yes.
Okay. As you come up, you watch as one of them goes, "Hold up, sir. Hold up. Apologies. Just trying to make sure everyone's safe. Is there something we can help you with?"
Yes. As a fellow person dealing with this, I just came from. It's not. I just came from Westray. They had taken us out with it. This. May you tell me where this mage is?
Apologies. What we're referring to the church known as the Mage's House. It is to the goddess Mistra, the god of magic. We have learned that keeping individuals who are nearing the borderline of no return, keeping them in a place where there's an anti-magic field, has kept them from transforming. It's not a permanent solution, but it is one that has seemed to work for the time being.
It's not permanent because magic only slows the curse. It doesn't completely get rid of it.
Exactly. Unfortunately, as to our knowledge, there is no cure. We can only help those. We can only help those fight it. And in this case, taking them to a place where the transformation can be prevented. It's been reassuring to know that we can help some.
Good. Me and my send over here. Well, friends are working to find said cure. We know of some ingredients for it, but are having a hard time locating them.
Some of our brothers and sisters here are also dabbling in trying to find ways that would counter effect this. We found some, but unfortunately it's slow going.
Blue's going to pull out a notebook. And for a second, I wrote down what it takes to make the cure.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. There is no cure to this right now, but they're basically what they're trying to say is that they have some priests and priestesses who are currently like experimenting, and they found some results, but nothing that has worked full on yet. Yes.
Winter.
Yes.
The skull told us how to make a cure. That's what I was
Oh
looking
yeah.
All right. Better say, lay it on me. What do you tell them?
Ow.
Fucking nothing, apparently. No, I'm kidding.
Because you know what the sad part is?
What?
That was on my phone.
Oh no.
Yup.
I have been informed that the only true cure at the moment, is the combination of ashes from an ancient being and a phoenix feather. Both incredibly rare ingredients, but that is the only cure I've been able to figure out at the moment.
You watch as one of them looks at one of the plague doctors looks at the other. No. We'll have to look into that.
It is said that there was either a phoenix or an ancient being underneath where Starling used to be.
There. I'm gonna roll a history check for these boys.
I'm gonna use bardic inspiration on whoever looks smartest.
All right. They both look pretty much exactly the same, except one is a male and one's a female.
I'll use it on the girl.
All right.
Sexist, not using it on a guy. Goddamn.
And then it's a D8.
D8.
All right. Well, the blood of ashes of an ancient being. I don't really know what that would entail necessarily. That's very vague. But a phoenix. I think I heard a story about a phoenix. But it's an old tale. It's something that was said to have been I heard that there were tales of a phoenix in the Popero Mountains, but they're just that. They're just tales. There's no proof, unfortunately.
Well, their story has at least a little bit of it.
Well, the Popero Mountains are said to be as old as the land itself, and I mean, various magical creatures live there, so I mean, there's always a possibility, but it's one of those few. It's unfortunately phoenixes are a very rare sight to behold. To my knowledge, only 2 people have ever reported about a phoenix, and one was from the realm of fire.
Thank you. That helps.
Absolutely. May the matron watch over you. Oh, and to whoever is on your side, who's working on things, you watch as she writes something down, and she hands you the piece of paper. Tell them to look into this. This ingredient seems to work really well to dampen the effects. Bless you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. May the matron of feathers watch over you.
And you too.
And you watch as she goes back to work, and they start escorting. They basically, the man has already gotten ready to move the legs off the bottom of the bed, and they start moving towards down towards the farther end of the ward.
All right. Prepare mats.
Mm-hmm.
I head back to.
All right, so you head back to the group, and yeah, you guys are heading towards the Magenta Leopard.
Yeah. As we're walking, to look at what was right.
All right, as you open it up, you see a written in this is it seems to be written in kind of a weird like writing, but it doesn't take you that long to decipher. It's not like a complicated like coding. It's like it actually is just like written in a way that you kind of it's basically like you gotta kind of double take to understand it.
Wow.
Doctors know.
Pretty much. Pretty much. My friend Travis's chicken scratch, you know. I gotta give him shit. You would as you read it, it is described as you're not quite sure what this is. It says gold rot.
Gold rot?
Roll me a medicine check.
Listen, I'm a smart man. I know things.
Beep.
Beep beep boop bop.
That's a 23.
A 23? You've heard of this.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you worked for the College of Lore, you would know that gold rot is considered a very, very prized herb. It's specifically a type of root that's grown in marshlands. It's been used to help some of the sick in Westray before. One legend even tells that a king was saved by it. And with a 23, you would know that there is... Sorry, I read the chat, goddammit. But the thing is that you actually do know that there is a place here in Atharia that gold rot grows. There's a marshland. There is a marshland known as the Pav that grows various herbs.
I know two people from that place.
Indeed, you do. You would know that location is often sought after by various herbalists, druids, and lizard folk.
Oh.
I would like to activate 3 of my sending stones.
All right. Which 3?
White feather, sim, and my good old friend Phil.
All right. And what do you say?
New intelligence. New and old intelligence. Apparently, Phoenix was apparently spotted in the Papero Mountains as a legend, and the Phoenix feather for the pure cure. And a herb that works really well at dampening the effects of the curse is the gold rot, which is found in the path.
I'm going to roll a few things real quick. All right. Okay. Oh. I'm going to 2 of them I'm going to be very frank, and 1 of them is going to be with a little bit of depth. For White Feather, it seems that there's a recognition, and she says that she will talk with the Razors about getting in contact with getting some gold rot. Nothing. She knows nothing about the Phoenix or or any legends about it. That's above her pay grade. Film,
just giving information.
Filmin. Yeah, son, I know what that is. A couple people in my old hunting party. We used to guard over some stuff for some local herbalists. It's not.
No, this isn't happening.
It's fair.
Ouch.
Tony, mute.
It's fairly rare throughout Atharia, but where I come from, it's a dime a dozen. You can find a very nice patch of marshland that'll grow it. There's not an abundance, but there's a decent amount, and it grows pretty decently. As far as your Phoenix thing, I don't fucking know anything about that shit. Best of luck to you, Blue.
Pardon me.
Bless you. You too.
Then there's Symbol. That is interesting to know. I do know a decent amount about the Pav, but unfortunately, we'd have to have somebody make contact with them about getting access to that. But that is good to know to pass on to the library. But I do have something about a phoenix. In the Popero Mountains. According to this, there's a legend, and I think I know which one they're referring to. There's a legend that in one of the Popero Mountains, a phoenix was brought into it and was chained. And apparently, because of the way phoenixes grant luck and their magic can be used to help people in dire straits, it's said that there are beings that lived under the mountains that took a phoenix in there to use it for their own purposes. So I do know that there is legends of it, but as far as there being any truth, I mean, there hasn't been any sightings. However, there is one case of phoenix feathers being found. They were found towards the Panilla Pass. However, it was very interesting. These phoenix feathers seem to have a purplish tint to it. Hopefully this information is useful to you.
Very much. Thank you.
Best of luck to you, Blue. Let everyone else know I said hi. Oh, and let Kazir know I said hi, too.
There you go.
And you can pass that information on as you will.
I mean, seeing that he was standing with the party, I think they heard.
Okay, fair enough. So, just in case there's any reminders needing to be known, Gardan, you would be very familiar with the Panilla Pass.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize my mic thing was muted again somehow.
No.
Because you would have said hi back if he could overhear the conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Why am I coughing so much?
You should drink some water, my dude.
I mean, I've been drinking good enough amount. Maybe I need to drink more.
Or maybe some stuff that can soothe the throat. Maybe some tea or something would help as well.
True. I'll have to do that later, though.
Indeed. But that is the information you get from your contacts.
The Panilla Pass. I went through that one. I don't recall anything. Do I recall anything about a phoenix feather?
Roll a. This would be. Oh gosh. This would either be. This would be a recollection of information. You know what?
History.
History, and you know what? Because you're from Tuscadol, roll with advantage.
Okay. History. You said 18.
18. All right. Whoa.
Nice.
So Garnan, you're never heard of a tale of a phoenix roaming Tuscadol. However, the members of your tribe have talked about how there were beings beyond explanation in the Popero Mountains, and there have been various scales that couldn't be explained. There were wings and webbing from creatures that can't be explained, and there were feathers, larger than any birds you've ever seen before. So there is some weight to the legend that Symbol had put forward to you guys.
Were those feathers purple by chance?
Yes, they were red. They were red with a purple tint.
Wings that couldn't be explained, scales, and the webbing.
Mm-hmm. You would know that.
That
Oh, go
we needed that plus the ancient being that was buried under the floating city. So
I know a little bit about that purple feather. I'm from Tuscadal, so I know a little bit of stuff about the Pinello Pass. There were tales of stuff like that, like wings and scales or webbing that couldn't be explained. But I do remember something about a very large reddish purple feather. Somewhere up there.
if we can get those, we can start making the cures. At least researching. But we'd still need we'd still need the ancient being that was apparently said to have been underneath the floating city where Stardom was.
Mm-hmm.
So
in other words,
well, we have the general locations.
Yeah. Learn more than we start with.
and all close to places that you guys were planning to go anyway. So
yeah.
but you guys are
in some cases a little bit opposite of the path, but
that's in some cases, but
Right.
in the general location. You guys at some point were planning to head up to Starlam, and also Oshana is past Starlam, so.
yeah, true too.
But you guys take your time, and as you guys have been talking, you made it past you made it back into what most of you guys don't know, but Belwraith, you would know that the general ward is the location in which a lot of these businesses are, and this is where you guys had entered from. Moving from the Enlightened Ward to the General Ward, you once again see this half-orc individual still standing guard. As you guys pass by him, he does give you guys a look, and to you, Belwraith, he kind of gives a curious look, but gives a nod, acknowledging you are passing by.
And he will carry on.
All right. You guys can carry on, and it doesn't take you that long. I will note it is getting to about 5, 6 o'clock, so you are starting to see the sun go down. The sun is still in the sky. The sun is still in the sky, and there is still sunlight hitting the city. But just a fair warning that the sun is starting to go down.
Let's get to that bar.
All right. With I assume with a little extra speed in your steps.
Yep.
You guys make your way to the magenta leopard. And you would see this place, it is, to anybody who's not been here before, Belwraith, this place hasn't changed. It still looks exactly the same. To everyone else who has never been there, this place looks garish. Like, so garish. It's like a light purple color. Not a heavy, like, royal purple, but like a light, like, lilac color purple. And there's, like, black spots all over the place to kind of give it that whole, like, oh, it's a leopard. kind of look. It's very, extra.
Looks like a party.
Yeah. And you do hear music from the outside, on the outside, as you guys are go as you guys are getting close to it. Do you guys choose to go in?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go through.
I go.
Hmm?
I go. I don't know them.
About to say Belwraith, Garnan, Stray, Kazir. Do you
I
guys go
did
in?
not realize I was muted. Yeah, Kazir would go in if everyone else was going in as well.
Absolutely.
People go in first.
All right. So you walk in, and again, Belwraith, this place hasn't changed. It's humming, it's buzzing. There are so many people in here. You immediately walk into the sound of violin playing in a very classical style. You hear people like clinking glasses together. You're seeing people drinking everything from ale to very high class wine. It's very much kind of the life of the party. And Kazir,
Oh,
the servers, all tabaxi.
wow.
That's not a good.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
hit me.
yeah. Belwraith again, same as always. Just in case anybody puts this together, like, oh, racism is like, no. This is by choice. The owner is a tabaxi.
Oh.
I thought it was slavery.
No.
It
No.
was just like that meme, the one of the
One
smiling
of-
guy, and then suddenly it's a panic.
One of the people of Uskar, of course, naturally. No. Belwraith, you would know that this place is run by a tabaxi named Sunray.
That sounds familiar. I know that name.
Yep, she is one of the few people in the city that, especially ones that run a business that have very, very good connections with the members of the church.
Yeah, and she's like how I got in here because we used her. We name dropped her.
Yep. You guys name dropped her and basically they're like, oh yeah, it makes sense. You would know her, yeah. Which, speaking of running the bar, you see a very familiar to you, Belwraith, but to everyone else, you see what appears to be. So, do you know Leopard from Pokemon?
No,
Nope.
I do not. Unfortunately.
Hold on, I'll pull up a picture and post it in the Discord. Basically, she is a purple-furred tabaxi with trims with trims of yellow and black on her fur. Very much, if I had to make a comparison, she's kind of like a short-haired cat, but with like the design of a leopard, for the most part on her body.
It's the thing that turns into the ugly cat.
Eh? No, that's Glammeow. Glammeow turns into a very ugly Pokemon known as Perugly.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hold on. There we go. This is what the fur color of the tabaxi running the counter.
Oh. Just checking, was the spots and everything, or just the purple
with
color?
with the spots and everything. It's
okay, cool.
It's very much like a leopard design. Like, it's very like yellow and blackish spots on the fur, but it's primarily like a purple lilac color.
Oh.
Go get yourself new life.
God, that's cursed.
Wow. Blue wood.
That is out.
That's
Did
how
he say
Blue
that in
dies in his
character?
sleep. No.
Yeah, this is how Kazir turns on the party, and well,
that one would really depend on the exact tone it was said and the moment.
well, howdy,
Why did I
y'all.
say
Welcome
it?
to the Magenta Leopard.
Reminds me of Willie.
Forgot about
I
that.
assume it's what's her name? Sunrose?
Yep, that's Sunray.
Sunray. I suppose that's Sunray talking to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
How can I help you,
Hey.
kind folks, today?
I'm gonna interrupt her sentence with just like a flash of dropping the illusion before returning it again.
By my stars. Bellwraith? Is that you?
While nodding, he'll say, "Not sure who you're talking about."
Oh, heavens me. Must have been my mistake. How can I help you all today?
Did she get the message?
You get the sense that she understands. You kind of get that she's one of those few people that gets the church, and but she's understanding secrets. Especially with how you left this town. You get the sense that there's like a level of, oh, something's up.
We're looking for 2 people.
Oh, and who might those 2 people be?
One moment. I believe they go by the names Stendon Hawthorne and Elmaris Nolto.
You watch as she kind of chuckles. Stendon being in my place? Oh, heaven to Betsy, no. I only get him on special holidays, and he typically just purchases the wine. Stendon is too much. He's... Yes?
I burped.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
It sounded like to me.
Oh my
Well, not
gosh, there's a very
exactly, but,
there's a very beautiful woman upstairs right now. Hold on, I got a cat call. Hello.
Did the whistle pick up?
Yes, it did. I heard
Kinda.
you. I heard you.
Thanks.
Sorry, I had to
Fair.
I had to cat call my wife. I'm sorry.
No worries.
And hoozles.
Any sane man would do the same.
I mean,
That might have came out wrong.
no, you're good. You're good.
Sorry.
And as far as Elamaris goes, better say the odds of getting him in here are very rare. He only goes out. You know him. He only wants the rarest of wines. Better say, however, if you are looking for individuals like that, in the private room, she kind of gives you a wink. Fucking Abby just put in the chat. Just play your game.
Rare wine.
But I say she looks over, she gives you a wink, Bellwraith. If you are looking for people like that, Sir Balmar, and he is a regular here. And you would find not since the last time I threw him out. A Sir Sigmund had been in here plenty of times. But I've gotten fed up with him, and I've thrown him out several times. But I believe Balmar is currently here, and I believe it might be Elamaris that's with him. Typically, the person who watches over him to keep him out of trouble, if you know what I'm saying.
Sorry,
You know that.
Beep.
You know their favorite type of alcohol?
Well, Elamaris is very biased. He very much only likes the fighter wines. He typically is. He really likes a lot of the Atharian makes here from the south. But he really does like. What is it called? I don't remember. It's a special kind of mead that's made in Uskar. However, Balmar, goodness to Betsy, Balmar will drink about anything that'll get him drunk. He's very much, what is that place called? The place with all the snow and ice and everything.
Tuscadol?
Definitely is a fan of Tuscadol's ale, as it is very strong. And a Tolvor. A Tolvor makes very strong mead.
Yes, they do.
Speaking from experience.
Coffee. Is...
Good it is.
All right.
Mead.
God.
Not for you.
This is not the mead you're looking for.
Oh God. You see no mead.
Okay, I'm gonna reel us back in.
Really? I think them two would like some company. I'm bringing the drinks, or I think I left well.
Well, the professional in me is telling me that obviously the room is very much spoken for by members of the church. However, the personal side of me would let you know that there is an indirect way to accidentally go into that room.
Why would we know to accidentally go in that room?
Well, I'm just going to tell you this right now. I would highly recommend you don't go through the door on the very end of the hallway over there, because that will accidentally wind you up in a hallway that'll take you directly to that room, and we don't need any person going in there accidentally. And you didn't hear that from me.
Well, we just did. I don't get it.
I'm gonna immediately start heading to that door.
All right.
Billard, no. She just said
Keep
not
talking
to.
on the cat. Keep talking on the street.
Oh! Never mind.
And you watch it. She's like,
just kind of chuckling.
she kind of gives you all a look, and then she looks over at you, Kazir. Oh my! Where have you been all my life, handsome?
There's trouble.
He's married.
Oh. Because you're kind of blushes and he says, actually I'm hold on, because I'm actually married, but thanks for the compliment.
Shucks. Well, always the handsome ones, always spoken for. Why don't you ever swing by my way? And you watch as her tail sweeps underneath your chin. Don't be afraid to give Miss Sunray a visit. And you watch as she walks off to go help some other customers. And you get
do the classic catwalk.
yeah, watch as she's walking. Her hips are very much swaying side to side. Classic cat style.
I like her.
I figured
Agreed.
the moment I wrote for this town, I'm just like, there's got to be one sassy person that keeps these people in line.
No, Blue. He's loyal to her.
There's not much to be loyal to when she's kind of gone.
Kazir, listen, you're a few years younger now. You got to get back out there.
Yeah, you are.
But yeah, Kazir would respond to her with saying, "I'll keep that in mind."
I'm gonna be following Bell in the church clothing I had on. I have 2 bottles of incredibly strong booze and a bottle of really fun wine. Let's do this.
All right,
It's party time.
so
You have a lot of bottles of fine wine.
It's true.
I mean,
you
really
have a
just
lot. You
changed
have a lot. You literally, you guys stole half of the alcohol at the party in Westray.
Worth it.
I have a lot of booze.
I mean, of all things, I agree with wow, worth it.
It was
Agreed.
worth it. I have a lot of booze.
You guys,
Damn.
like, you literally said, Winter, I'm taking half of these. I'm just taking like 30 or 40 bottles and just putting them in the bag of holding. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Yes.
I could only take half of them because the others were crushed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like,
Oh.
I took all of them.
you took all the ones that were still intact.
Yes.
Fair enough. But But anyways, so you guys take your time and you totally don't go down the path that Sunray told you to go down.
But,
Of
do
course.
not tell go down.
Kazir sticks with not Belwraith. Garnan.
Why?
Just to clarify. Because why not?
Yeah,
No
makes sense.
point in him going with them.
You guys. So basically, let me ask you this: who are the ones going to follow that path?
I suppose me and Belwraith.
You two for sure. Does the rest of the party want to go with, or would you guys rather try to keep a low profile?
Darren's not gonna go in.
Okay, you guys
Get
just
absolutely wasted.
you guys just gonna find a booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit crowded in here,
Find a
but
booth, order a drink.
it's a bit crowded around here. But suddenly you watch a Sunray walks up and goes, "Hey boys, you're gonna want to go to that booth over there. I had some of my workers clear it out for you." Oh, and you watch as she looks over at Alosa. You're pretty. You need to eat something though. You're too skinny.
Hey.
You watch as Alosa just like, I happen to like my figure. Thank you.
I like your figure too. He just glares at her.
Alosa kind of blushes and she's just like, yes, this booth over here. Okay. And so do you guys go to the booth that she indicates?
Yeah.
All right, and you guys are immediately like brought a bunch of different kinds of ale and wine.
Ooh.
Dang. Boo's doing a good job and they're having fun.
You get basically to give a kind of a okay. I'm gonna be a little bit of a nerd here, and I'm gonna give you guys a little taste of what's this kind of place is. So this is the kind of place that like if you went there. This is the kind of place that are like, here, have a sample of this before you purchase anything. Basically, it's to like have you like people of higher culture trying different wines and alcohols.
Sounds like a taste, a wine taste.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and give this wine a try? It's from one of the it's from one of the families in the country known as Sindus.
Never heard of it.
Mine. No, I'm curious which family.
But Kazir, you watch as Sunray comes up with a particularly interesting looking bottle, and as you see it written in a very interesting text to everyone else. But for you, Kazir, you can read it perfectly. It's written in the Uskar language.
Oh.
Which is a form of language that Tabaxi speak.
Well, I mean, technically, Kazir doesn't know that. I mean, on the charts, but I mean, since he was raised in there, would he know it?
Yes, technically, Kazir would know this language. Basically, this is something that I know. Technically, by the rules of D&D, there is no language to the Tabaxi. They speak common.
Yeah.
It's like, but in their culture, there is.
But yeah, in your version of Tabaxi,
you're damn right. You're damn right.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll mark that I do in fact know Tabaxi.
Yes, I would mark that you would know Tabaxi. Which I mean, technically, Garnan, you would actually be able to read it too because of your ability.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the Runekeeper. Yeah. No,
Yep,
you're right.
you would be able to read it. You would know this is known as honeydew mead.
Oh, you have some honeydew mead. That's interesting.
Well, you be
Kazir kind of looks
surprises.
surprised also.
Well, here, have some of this, handsome. And you watch as she pours you up a shot of this kind of honeydew mead.
Who is she calling handsome?
Looking at Kazir.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to make
sorry, I wasn't
assumptions.
sure because of who, you're so full of surprises.
Well, she kind of gives you all a look of saying that, but she looks at you and
Yeah, there.
Which
Yeah, Kazir would take the drink. Oh, by the way, my name's Kazir. And
you watch as she
nope.
You watch as she extends out her paw in like hand facing forward, fingers down in the enchanté kind of situation.
Oh yeah, like kiss the
Kiss it.
paw.
Yeah, pretty much.
He would because respect and yada yada.
You hear her purr a little bit at that.
He blushes.
This
He
bitch
blushes
horny.
significantly. Not just a little. but he actually blushes noticeably.
Darnan was not paying attention. Does she do that to him as well?
Nope.
Aw. Would've been right.
I could imagine Alosa being jealous if she did.
And, oh shit.
Uh,
No, Kazir won't do that.
It would have sniffed her paw.
Do you give the meat a try?
Yeah.
I swear I've heard of
Could-
honeydew meat before.
That's actually a thing, by the way. Just a fun fact. That is an actual drink that exists.
What was
Yep.
it? Kazir's
Yeah, I
alias?
swear I've heard it.
Which, Kazir, as you taste it, it tastes like home. Like fruits,
Oh, yeah,
fruits
Gale
like
of Storm. That's sorry.
fruits like this are very common in Uskar, and it honestly like things like honeydew, things like cantaloupe, things like pineapples and stuff like that are very common in Uskar. Like exotic fruits and all that stuff. Like kiwis are something that people of Uskar will just straight up eat.
Fair.
That is it's. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say something, but my brain just kind of shut off for a second, and now it's like, ugh, I hate how that happens sometimes.
Oh, for sure. I feel you. Basically, if I had to give an example of this, picture Uskar very much like Mexico meets the southern part of Mexico meets the southern end of like Florida. Like very much some of the more exotic like plants and stuff grows, and a lot more like variety grows. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking like the bad side of this country. It's more like, hey, you know, the prominent beauty that comes with it. Like a lot of like the coastal Mexico is like so like people like thrive there and like live off of it in such a bountiful way, especially because the variety of different things that grow.
Makes sense.
And but it's very much like it's very sweet. Like the alcohol is still there, but it's like it's almost as if this like natural sweetness is masking the flavors. So it's almost like it's basically like buying a fruity alcohol, and so you barely taste the alcohol, but it's very much like a nice, sweet, like refreshing drink.
Yeah, Kazir
Calling it
almost
now, she's gonna backstab us.
Kazir purrs as he drinks it. Quite the taste of home.
Why are you vibrating?
What did you say?
You
I'm
have a
sorry, I
pet
choked
cat.
up.
Guardian has a cat.
I know.
Oh yeah.
He's just never seen Kazir do that at Tabaxi.
Well, I didn't real.
Why are you vibrating?
Tabaxi could purr actually.
They can.
Of course they can. They're cats.
Well, I mean lions. Lions can't. I mean, they can kind of do
Yes,
a
they
little
can.
growly.
Yeah, lions can purr.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
weird.
It's very weird to see lions purr. It like if you ever want to see like honestly straight if you ever want to see a very interesting video, there's this channel on YouTube that actually shows like big cats and how they react to certain things, and yeah, oh god, they are like showing. You should look up big cats in boxes, where they actually like bring out like actual big boxes for like tigers, lions, and all that stuff to like actually investigate, and you see how much of these cats are so much like actual our normal house cats because they'll either play with the box, want to hide in the box.
I heard that
Anyway,
lions
so
can't purr because they don't have the right thing in their.
They don't purr the same way as like our normal house cats. The closest big cat that can purr, I believe, is like I think a cheetah or a leopard can purr. Was it a cheetah?
Illusion though, because if you see one in the wild, it will fucking kill you.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Abby.
But then again, if a regular cat was big as a dog, it would probably try to kill you too.
Probably. I mean, that's just called a bobcat. Oh,
yeah.
Apologies. Correction. Cougars. Cougars are the biggest cats that purr. Like similar in the similar vein as a house cat.
Cougars are bigger than cheetahs.
Yes, they are. I have to say,
about significantly.
But
Anyway,
anyways, we're getting off track.
Yeah.
Bobcats, ocelots, Lincoln,
So you guys,
cougars, and others have what
so
it
you
is.
guys are taking the time to drink and enjoy your time, and basically, you're. I assume you guys are
They
trying.
would also do introduction.
Absolutely.
Because realizing that they didn't introduce names.
And she, as you introduce yourself, do you introduce yourself as Kazir?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because most likely all that stuff would be kind of washed under the bridge with the king and all.
You watch as she starts speaking in Tabaxi and goes, "My name is Sunray. Make sure you, just a friendly warning. Be careful of some of these types around here. They're a little unpleasant."
Thank you for the warning, he replies in Tabaxi.
Absolutely. And you watch as she once again kind of gives you the side eye, like almost like a hungry predator looking at you, as she starts as she starts walking down and starts helping other people with their orders.
I think she likes you.
Kazir kind of looks at Belrace. I'm not Belrace. Why do I keep saying Belrace? Garnon like, well, no shit.
Hey, you're married. Don't look at me.
Fair.
Honestly, this I don't know how to feel about this place, but they do have some nice drinks.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like too uppity.
I mean, I can kind of understand it. I mean, this place is filled with a lot of people who do a lot of serious things. It wouldn't make sense for a place like this to exist.
Also, Alyssa, was it a weird comment or something? I saw you kind of get a little.
Let's try some of these out. As she, if you want to roll an insight check, you certainly could.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. Insight is a 16.
I'm gonna see if she can actually deceive her way out of this. Nope. She's a really bad liar. She's obviously very embarrassed at the comments of her figure, and when you complimented her figure, she immediately was just like, "Let's change the subject."
I'm sorry if that made you uncomfortable.
It's very much like, it's not like I'm into you, baka.
Stop. No.
That's just
Oh God.
What? Anyways, so
Let's oh, very, very sweet.
Indeed. How does that taste, Kazir?
He just kind of gives Kazir a death stare.
So
Kazir just kind of chuckles, embarrassed.
So while you
I'm sure what to exactly say.
So while you Garn and Elosa and Henrik are drinking alcohol and trying different
Henrik
things.
was there?
Yes, he was the whole time.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's gonna be telling Blue all.
Oh.
Just on the set, like, has his sending stone just subtly activated so that you hear everything.
It's canon now.
Great.
Anyways, while you guys are doing that, Belwraith and Blue, you guys would obviously not go down that path, would you? Would you?
Certainly not. Of course we would. Never.
Never, of course not. But this door on the end, it looks interesting. Let's explore what's down there.
Yeah, that's probably not the door she was talking about.
Obvious. Oh, of course not.
Man, I swear it's magical stuff. We gotta go down and check.
So you guys head down this last door on the end of the hallway. And so all of a sudden, as you kind of go in through this door, you see a hallway with 3 doors. And you remember that she mentioned the door on the left. There's the one you shouldn't go through. But she didn't say which one, obviously. So, because there's 2 doors on the right and 1 on the left. What if there's another left door?
I don't think there's another left door.
So you guys go on the door.
Follow.
You guys go through the door to the left?
Yep.
I'm following with a lot of beer in my hands.
Alrighty. So as you walk into this door, Belwraith, you recognize this room. This is very much the room that is typically what would be the proper term? Reserved for the people
Well, why
of.
does Belwraith recognize this room?
I assume as a person of the church, he's come here a couple of times. Not
Uh-huh.
Belwraith isn't exactly one for partying, I assume, but like casual drink.
Right. Right.
Also it's a pretty good date spot if you have a person that you like to be with.
Holy shit, they're gay.
Yes, obviously what I meant. Obviously what I meant.
I mean, we could go enter the room and see.
All right. As you walk in, you hear laughter.
Yeah, no, I'm not pissing around. I'm just going in.
All right. As you walk in, as I said before, you hear laughter, very very loud, boisterous laughter, and another voice that is kind of more of a chuckle, as you just hear, and just another person just going,
They die.
as you see
I don't like their laugh.
As you see a dwarven individual dressed in the same armor as the half-orc, and you see an elven figure also in a similar vein. For the dwarf, you see he's pretty young for a dwarf. You guys would, for anybody who knows anything about dwarves can live to be about 300 years, and they typically hit puberty pretty early, so kind of similar to humans, like in the same vein. This dwarf looks like he is probably very young, like probably under like 30, like in human age. Like his beard is his beard isn't quite full yet. It's like a decent beard, but not the same robustness as an avid dwarf.
He has a pubic hair.
No. It's more of it's more than a 5 o'clock shadow, but not quite. But it's not voluptuous. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Anyways, entering.
And the elven individual is a bit. The way he carries himself, he seems very uppity. Like his hair is his face is very clean, very shaven. His hair is trimmed very nicely. And the dwarf's hair is like pure black. The elf seems to have like a dirty blonde kind of hair.
By the way, this, by entering, I mean more of, breaching.
Oh, are you like slamming the door open, or are you?
He's going in aggressive.
All right, you go in, and you just hear this laughter, and you just watch as the dwarf turns and goes, "Hey, this room is privatized. What business do you have to be in here?"
Booze.
He'll slowly fade, very slowly fade the illusion that he has on, starting at the feet and going up. This room is reserved for downtime for those in the church. Look around you. Do you think that now is good for downtime? Do you think that it is fine to be drinking now? There are men and women and children lying on the streets of the enlightened.
Oh.
With only one church caring for them. Why are you two not there and instead here, drinking and laughing in this time of need?
Oh.
You watch as but you were very slowly revealing yourself.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets to your face, you watch as Balmar comes down and starts walking towards you. Oh, look at that! It's the crazy fuck! What brings you back? Padstow. You know you're not welcome here.
I looked at Blue. Do you have cold water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand out.
Yeah, put down the booze carrot. Give him the water.
I figure
There you go.
wearing an armor of some kind.
Mhm.
I want to grab like the hem of the armor, take off the cork or open the water or whatever, and then start pouring it on his face and pushing him back as much as I can.
Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics.
He is going to try to counter you. It is with disadvantage because he's already been drinking.
That's going to be an 11.
Okay, and... Oh yeah, no, even with disadvantage, he got a 12 plus his strength, he's plus his athletics. Get off me! Here, do you know who I am?
I know that you are a drunkard who needs to be sobered.
I am a knight of Scales of War. I earned my position, unlike some people in this room.
A knight. That's laughable. You're more of a laughing stock than anything.
You look like you're about to fall over on your butt.
Hey! That's not true. I'm a dwarf. I can handle my liquor.
You can.
I'll look to Elmaris. What of you? Are you shameful or prideful in your cowardice?
I believe that is not the proper tone you should be carrying.
It's the tone I choose. Answer the question.
It doesn't really carry a tone.
Last time I checked, the people here are being very rowdy and not hearing what we are trying to say. I don't understand why the people of our in the streets are acting the way they are. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with them other than they just want to argue and fight with us.
I'm gonna go cast Dispel Magic on him.
You gonna try to do it subtly, or are you gonna try to just do it?
I'm gonna walk over with the wine bottle I have. So I was told you like fun.
Roll a persuasion. Wait, is this one of the fancy bottles?
Huh?
Is this one of the fancy bottles?
That's very fancy.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Alright.
You're speaking his language.
I'm speaking his language.
Good, Blue.
He's not a dog.
I know how to deal with a
Didn't mean for
drunkard.
it to come out like that.
Give him beer.
Yeah, 31.
Well,
I think
well,
31.
Well,
No.
well, I can't.
32.
How am I to say no to a delightful bottle? Wouldn't mind if I.
Yeah, he's gonna sit down. Mind if I sit?
Absolutely. Why are you playing nice with them? These people disrespected me. Oh.
No, he disrespected you. I just brought some very strong ale that's on the floor.
I was the strong ale, you say. I'll be the judge of that. I am a dwarf after all.
Alright.
Angrily scrolling through my spells, which are useless.
You said the two bottles on the table.
All right. You, I assume you give one of the fancier bottle to Elmaris.
Yes.
Do you give probably one of the more brutish bottles to Balmar?
Yeah, it's made to knock you off your feet, not really made to look good.
He grabs the bottle and he pops the cork. And he is going to just drink directly from the bottle. Well, honestly, I'm gonna make a quick roll. It is with disadvantage because he's already been drinking.
I'm trying to remember what Henrik rolled for this, because he made this beer, and he is very good at making beer.
Oh.
You watch as he's like, "I'll have a drink." He is on the floor, unconscious. Even as a paladin with all his proficiencies, can't save him from a natural one.
Oh God.
Don't mind him. He's already been drinking.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you mind if I take this bottle?
I don't.
Let me take a look at this. Ooh, very nice. Interesting.
Blue
He
kinda.
he pops open the cork and he takes a deep whiff. Oh, aged about 500 years from Idrish. You have very good taste, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Allow me, I assume Belwraith hasn't introduced me. I am Stendon Hawthorne. Sorry, Elmaris Nolto. Apologies, I've got my names like right next to each other. Elmaris Nolto, of the Knights of Avor.
Chronomancy would be very useful for wine makers.
Yes,
So
you're-
it's just
yes,
very odd.
yes, it would be.
Also, by the way, Blue, I did introduce him just like last session, and also not
Oh.
in his presence.
Oh
If-
yeah.
Blue's gonna kind of bring it on around him. Yeah, got quite a few pretty extensive bottles of wine.
Well,
Different types of different families.
any person with refined taste is a friend of mine. Have a seat.
No, I don't want to punch him, but I want to.
Blue's gonna sit beside him.
So, I guess I'll be the first one to ask it. What brings you back to Padstow, Belwraith?
You don't need to know.
I believe I do. I am a knight of Avor, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask.
Then I'm not telling you.
As he's talking to Belwraith, I'm gonna just subtly cast a spell magic.
Alright, for starters, I would like you to roll a stealth check to see to make sure he doesn't notice.
Can I give him a little bit of advantage and continue to distract?
I mean, you could certainly try, but roll me alright, Belwraith, roll me a persuasion check. Just to see if you can give him advantage.
Persuasion.
I don't really need it.
Pretty good roll. I roll a 16.
A 16? Let me roll something real quick.
Well, I mean, you
All right.
never know.
All right,
It's
Blue.
always safer to have.
Alright, Billy, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Alright.
Roll one.
I did.
Take advantage. when you can.
It got lesser on the advantage, but a 30.
A 30?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You,
Wow.
Yeah.
Ow.
as you watch as Elmaris is looking at Belwraith and they're having this conversation, you can see that his focus is on that. You kind of Blue. You kind of take the time to, like, finagle your fingers to do the somatic components. And I need you to roll me a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Oh.
Charisma modifier turn up to
Boop, bop.
21.
21.
Actually, no, above 21.
Ooh.
Above 21 since I added
20.
Beep beep boop bop bop.
7. It wouldn't be 21. It would be 24.
All right. So I'm gonna ask. So I'm gonna say two things. 1. What is Blue's maximum health?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Blue's maximum health is 98.
Blue, as you do this and you free him, you feel something shatter around him. All of your muscles tighten. Every part of your body goes still, and you fall backwards, unable to stop yourself from. Yeah, you basically fall off of your chair. You fall onto the floor next to Balmar, and you cannot move. You have been hit with power word stun.
Oh, yikes. Could have been worse.
And Belwraith, you watch that happen, and you hear almost the sound of smashing glass.
Who? What? When? Where? Why? How?
Like from the spell going off right around Elmaris, you hear almost the sound of smashing glass. You watch as his eyes glaze over, and he falls forward.
Shit. Shit.
This is a framing job.
Well, do you...
I'm gonna look down at Blue. Blink if you can hear me.
I don't think you can. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the spell real quick. Let's see here.
Technically, if it was like a 100% paralysis, it would be very lethal. Just a thought process.
About to say, yeah, you are completely 100% stunned. So you can only speak. You can only speak in like mumbled words. So yeah, you could still blink, but it's like you are, like you cannot move.
Blink, blink.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore Blue and look over at Elmaris and immediately cast Cure Wounds.
Well, I'm gonna say this: as you go to cast Cure Wounds, you don't hear a heartbeat.
Oh shit!
I'm still gonna cast Cure Wounds, but now at a lower level. I'm gonna do it at level 1 instead.
Just do spare the dying.
Actually, yeah, that's a better idea.
You cast
spare him.
You cast spare the dying.
Yeah, I knocked him down from level 5 to cantrip.
You cast spare the dying.
Oh shit!
It has no effect.
Oh shit!
That could be a good
Kill
thing.
him, man.
That could be a good thing.
I am gonna say this, and just because I'm gonna meta game here, and I am gonna say this, Belwraith. As a person who's trained in the church, you would know this. Every holy knight does carry a very special item, just in case they were to fall in the heat of battle.
He has morphine on him, doesn't he?
Obviously. No, I think you know exactly what component I'm talking about.
It's got a 300 gold diamond? What the fuck?
Damn. Okay.
Wait, what? Whoa!
Revivify.
I have Revivify though.
Did you not prepare it?
I did not.
Oh no!
I'm gonna contact Alosa with sending.
Okay.
And I'm going to say very quickly, come here now, and then that's it.
Okay. So you guys are currently drinking right now.
And then in the meantime, I'm going to do my very, very best to prepare everything that I can.
Not a problem. You do. Let me just hold on. I gotta check her spell list real quick to see if...
Wait, can you repair? Can you? Ugh. Never mind. Tongue-tied. Not wanting to work.
I'm gonna. Do I start rolling con saves?
Normally you would, but at this moment you cannot.
This is a bad situation
Okay.
because I bet whoever cast whatever the hell that was is
It's
now
not
knowing.
magic, isn't it?
Oh, you are so lucky. You are so lucky.
He has she has revivify.
She has revivify. I did.
Okay.
I looked at her.
Run.
I looked at her. The thing is I have special prepped lists for certain situations, and I have her basic prepped list for whenever she's in, like, just out traveling with you guys. And on her basic travel spells, she has it prepped.
Okay, run.
About to say,
Need to get diamond.
Kazir, Henrik, and Garnan, you suddenly watch as Alosa sits up straight. I suddenly need to use the restroom. Do you mind if I... Pardon me, Garnan.
Yeah, sure. Everything okay.
All right.
Once
gonna-
I have everything there prepared, I would like to move over to Blue.
And Garnan, I assume you watch Alosa leave.
Darnan will move out of the way and be like, "Is everything okay? Do I need to go with you?
Belwraith and Blue apparently need some aid. I'll be right back.
Do you want me to go with?"
If you want to. Otherwise, if you want to keep track of these two.
I'm gonna make sure she doesn't fall in.
Cause your face palms.
So how many?
Okay, this is the time you run.
Yeah, she dashes.
Darnan does as well.
DM, by the way.
Huh?
Here's a question for the DM.
What's up?
Greater Restoration requires diamond dust worth at least 100 gold pieces.
That is correct.
I don't have diamond dust, but I do have 100 gold pieces.
I would say you would need to go to a place to get diamond dust, but you wouldn't know. But because you grew up here, you would know where you could go to get it.
Okay. It's just like I have Greater Restoration, so I could probably pick Blue up. But yeah, it'll wear off. It'll wear off.
He's having a mental laugh right now.
You watch as suddenly she suddenly comes into the room and she's like, "What happened? What happened?"
Pointing at Revivify, not this one, that one.
You watch as she goes up to Elmaris. It's like, do you have a diamond?
It's on him, on his chest.
You watch as she's gonna roll an investigation check to see if she can find it. Garnet, you walk in and see this as well. You see Blue on the floor, like in a perfect like pencil position.
He's in the Peter Griffin death pose.
Pretty much, yeah.
Blue, no.
You maybe you missed it, but I said earlier that I would have found it.
He was searching while.
Okay. You were searching while you said you were prepping him and everything, but I didn't know. I didn't hear you search for the component.
What I meant.
Oh, okay. In that case, you just hand it to her, and she's like, "Okay, okay. I don't do this very often." And you watch as she places the diamond on his chest and starts muttering some words. And for anybody, for Garnan, as she is doing this, you see a very familiar plant-like spirit, like kind of come out of her, kind of raise out from her, and is on the other side holding the diamond as well. It's been a while since you've seen Jacko. It's been a while since you've seen Jacko the Green.
Walking into this situation. One guy's drunk, passed out. One guy's on the floor in a pencil pose, and one guy's dead on the table.
Pretty much. And then there's fucking Belwraith who's like, "Shit."
While that's happening, can I use some of my rope to tie up the dwarf?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Good.
I won't even make you roll for it. About to say you can just do it. He's passed out hard.
Whenever the next one is, whenever the elf is
Get
done,
him too.
Whenever the elf is done and healed, I'll tie him up too.
Dude, thank God, fucking her wisdom is as high as it is.
Thank goodness.
You watch as the diamond starts to dematerialize, and you watch as it it starts to kind of swirl, like it's almost as if it's decomposing, and it swirls around.
Thanos snap.
Yeah, pretty much. But then the remnants start to fall onto the elf's body, and you watch as like almost like a kind of greenish glow, almost like roots growing onto his chest. You watch as the spell goes off. A moment passes. 2 moments passes.
I'm just kind of looking at the clock, thinking.
And you suddenly see his chest start to rise and fall.
59 seconds. You're a lucky fucking elf.
Thanks, Savros, I got here in time. Oh.
I'm gonna flip him over onto his face and tie him down.
Okay. You do so. He is like, he is still unconscious. Like he is alive, but he is like, it's like ragged breathing. And
Yeah, 59 seconds kind of a deal.
And Garnan, you see fatigue on her face. Alosa, because of how close of a call this was, Alosa has taken a point of exhaustion.
Arnan will immediately go over and try to help her, so she stays up.
Thank you, Alosa. That was very swift.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Garnan.
I did say I wasn't going to let you fall in.
Shut up.
I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. You cast Healing Word and his health goes up. Are you gonna try to like wake him up and everything?
Yep, 7 points.
Okay. You watch as some of that fatigue on his some of the fatigue and like exhaustion on him is starting to heal up. He also took a point of exhaustion because of this. He like is slowly opening his eyes.
59 seconds. You're a lucky elf.
We need to get out of here. Say no. They know. We need to go now.
Oh shit!
I knew it. I told you.
Darn it.
And
Alosa, can you get blue? And I can get the elf.
you pick up Blue. Do you now? I gotta ask this as a DM. Are you picking him up like a football, so he's like half tucked under your arm?
Wear him as a scarf.
Wear him as a scarf. All right, noted.
And then I'm gonna help Alosa walk.
Absolutely. Well, fortunately, you're a big wolf for bulk.
I'm gonna try to carry both the elf and the. I'll actually untie the elf, and I'll try to carry the dwarf.
Leave him. They'll track him to us. We need to go. We need to go now.
All right, and then we go.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Motherfucker.
What a bitch.
Dang.
I know,
And
but
I feel like wired right now too.
I know. I'm sorry, guys, but it's already 3 a.m. We're already we're past 3 hour past the 3 hour session, and I don't want you guys to be like fucking exhausted going into anything that might go down.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
that's
still awake.
fair.
I'm on a shitty sleep schedule.
True,
Same.
fair. But at the same time, better safe than sorry in this case. And something more to look forward to.
Aww.
So-
Okay.
So how are you guys liking Pat's house so far?
Hunter, I had a question.
What's up?
Are witches preparation casters? I do not remember.
They work similar to, if I remember. Hold on, I got the notes for witches right here.
Spells known prep caster, right?
Yes.
How many spells do I know?
Hold on, I'm pulling up the thing here. You would know you are how many levels in witch?
Or witch?
For which you would have 5 spells known. You have 3 second level spells and 4 first level spells.
Okay. But I'm also like a 11th level caster because I'm paladin too.
Technically speaking, but these are believe there's a
You cannot prepare above what you're.
exactly.
Those spell slots.
Whereas Alosa is you guys are
Full
currently
witch.
level 11. She has 4 cantrips. She has 12 spells known, and she can cast 5th level spells. Actually, she has 1 6th level spell. I'd say she's been going full witch.
Understandable. It'd be kind of weird for her to go barbarian.
I know, right? It would be interesting though.
It'd be really fucking cool, actually.
But she does not have the strength for it. That would be interesting though. No, but yeah, just So guys, how's it going so far? What are your thoughts?
I want to keep going, damn it.
Same.
It's been like a month.
I know, but there'll be plenty of. But I say we could easily start next week again, and it won't be a problem. And if I could start earlier, I'm gonna start earlier.
It's really
There.
interesting because I find that I'm not in character, but I also find that it fits really well.
It kind of does actually.
No, yeah, it fits well in my opinion. I could understand why Belwraith being calm 99% of the time, but seeing his hometown fuck
It's like
pushing him over the edge, kind of.
It's
Not over the edge, but you know what I mean.
It's very much like Belwraith is normally so calm, and his demeanor is always very poised. Like he's like I'm better than you. It's more like whatever. I'm just trying to get by. And all of a sudden seeing everything that he cherished, everything he believed in, it's like now he's starting to see like the most religious place in the world is turning into a slum. It's like that is when the eyebrows get drawn in downwards, and he's like, son of a bitch.
We got one though. We got one.
I can't say anything. We're in and out of game.
Well, speaking of, by the way, Belwraith, for really fucking good roleplay in that room, I'm going to give you a point of inspiration.
Oh yeah, I also have birthday inspirations, and I have 2 inspirations.
Indeed.
Sweet.
But I say I like to reward my players for really good roleplay and going in and really getting into character, and also for them hoodwinking me, Tiny.
What was the fight you were expecting?
I kind of was expecting this to fail. I was expecting you guys to just start a fight. Honestly, I was hoping one of you guys would go like, I'm gonna dive into an alleyway, and I'm like, oh.
No. Stay out of the alleyway.
I was very much considering fighting these two, but like my goal / Belwraith's goal is to have everyone on his side without any casualties apart from one.
Blue kid.
Fair.
Blue, I love that Blue can't move though. The thing is that the thing about this is that like as he said, as Elmer said, he does not understand why people are upset and angry. It seems like they only want to turn against the church. It's like I think you get a pretty good sense of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're sticking tight with Belwraith for a bit.
Garnan knows Revivify.
Garnan does. About to say you are a certain number of levels into witch and a certain number of levels into paladin. So.
Did you just say Blue's sticking close to Belwraith?
Oh yeah, Blue's gonna be buddies with Belwraith during this.
Fair. Nice.
Hooray! Blue says in his mind, but out loud he's like,
Winter. Yeah. Blue's face is currently the first picture I posted.
Yeah, I could imagine that. Blue goes just chuckling.
Oh
mad,
god.
like.
But no, but I say similar to how you guys have been trying to contact prisoners, it's like, yeah, no, there are some consequences to dealing with stuff like this.
I freed him.
You freed him, and he died.
He's back.
I knew that there would be a tracking thing.
It's fine.
It's almost as if it's a failsafe.
Yeah, Suda. I wish we had thought of that.
My favorite,
probably not important enough.
My favorite though is Belwraith just going like, I don't have Revivify prepared, and it's like as a DM I'm like, oh no. What if Blue would have died?
That would have been
I should have power word killed him.
bad.
That would have been funnier.
No!
God.
No! I'm not heartless.
I am.
I know you are. No, you guys aren't there
Oh,
yet.
I mean, for a one shot.
Yeah, for you guys aren't there yet. Yet. Just making that
Fair.
making that known. You guys aren't there yet.
Blue is laughing.
Actually,
his
it's a
blood
good
off
thing
his
we
mind.
stopped. All of a sudden, I'm starting to feel tired.
Exactly. Well,
I mean, not like I'm about to pass out, but you know what I mean.
I assume all this is washing over. So, Stray, how do you feel about the? What do you think about the bar?
I honestly was not expecting a bar full of tabaxi, and I was like, soon as everyone was like going, they're slaves, it was like, oh, but then it's like, oh wait, they're not slaves. It's owned by a tabaxi, and the tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah. No. About to say, Sunray is actually a respected member of the city of Padstow. Like she's one of the only people that like the knights and the for fuck's
Which
sake,
makes sense.
the cardinals can go to that and actually let off steam because of the fact that she doesn't judge. Like she's actually a very, very kind-hearted person. She's like that. What would be the proper way? She's essentially a bartender. She's somebody that you can tell your woes to, and she'll listen to you. But the thing is that she does have a taste. She has a preference.
Tabaxi?
Yes, but she is not. She is not. She is not interested in any other race. So the moment she sees any tabaxi, it's like, well, hello there. Pretty much, yeah. It's like. It's no different.
Yeah.
It's no different than when Garnan ended up went to Melbourne, and the moment he met the caretaker of the inn there. You know, the one you remember the one that you were like, you guys were like, oh, a rogue doing a dexterity check. There's no problems here.
Yeah. God.
I don't know if you remember, that was quite some time ago. For the bartender, was hitting on Garnan very hard.
I remember.
Better say it. It happens, guys. It's the way it is. But the moment I made the magenta leopard, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be one of those situations for Kazir.
This is a question I wanted to ask.
What's up?
Would that be a natural fur color, or is it some dyed?
That is actually the purple is natural. The gold is dyed.
Okay. Cool.
Which, fun fact, that is a thing for tabaxi in this world, that they can dye their furs and everything. There are certain dyes and certain and certain things you can grow that can affect the fur and everything.
It wouldn't be that hard to dye fur. I mean, we can do it in real life.
This is true.
Just for same process. But...
If anybody from PETA is watching, I do not advocate for dyeing animals' fur. Animals' fur should always be natural.
No. Agreed.
But in the
technically you could, and there are certain dyes that are safe for them, but it's weird.
But for the natural, but for the
comes to mind
exactly. But for the fantasy realm.
Sorry.
For the fantasy realm, it is perfectly fine. There's no problems and no negative side effects of dyeing fur.
Yeah, heck, you could technically probably use like some kind of magic to make it happen easily.
Also, if anyone at PETA is watching, stop working at PETA.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, just on the very, very off chance that happens, I'm just want to defend myself going like, listen, in real life, please don't dye your pets. But in the fantasy world,
I agree.
In fantasy world, magic. Bam. There you go. No one gets hurt.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. But yeah, no, her lilac fur is actually natural.
Cool.
That's why she calls it the magenta leopard.
Makes sense.
Of course, she technically could call it the lilac leopard, but it doesn't. It lacks the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, the
The
same.
same pizzazz.
Exactly. So she calls it the magenta leopard. No, she's a sassy queen, and I love her. I made her when the moment I made Padstow.
Agreed.
But to say, if anybody,
Definitely under different circumstances, Kazir would be seeing her as a possible new wife.
exactly under different circumstances, but your wife is still alive, and I assume Kazir is dedicated to saving her.
100%. Yeah.
Well, she's still alive. That
The
way.
only reason she had. Oh, Blue! But, like, yeah, the only reason he didn't go straight for her to save, his wife is, yeah. More priorities, save the world. No point in saving the wife, or it's gonna be destroyed.
However, that last one, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, later down the road.
God.
Either way.
I
I
guess
don't
it
play
would
enough
make
Garnet.
sense for a tabaxi culture to have multiple wives. I mean,
you know, theoretically in Uskar, it is perfectly natural for, you know, obviously they're not hippies, but they're not ones that are like follow the same like philosophies as like humans and others who believe in like, oh yeah, we marry, dedicate ourselves to each other. For people of Uskar, there is obviously dedication. There are definitely some people who like believe that, oh, the stars aligned and we were meant for each other and we mate for life. And then but in Uskar, they are more open about it. There are going to be more lovers in your life than you would imagine, and so they are very open about it. But obviously, once you dedicate,
I'm sorry.
it's no
The way you phrased that sounded really weird. More lovers than you could imagine.
I mean, it's true. But I say it's no different than us in our world. Some people end up with more people than you expect, and that's you won't know until it hits you who you want to be with.
Yeah. Fair.
So Uskar is very much more open about that. Obviously, Tuscadol's about the flip opposite of just like dedication to one person.
I mean, like, I would picture that for the tabaxi, it's kind of like you could love one person, and then once that person did pass away, you kind of in human culture.
Yes, pretty
you would
much.
Have a
pretty
mourning
much.
period and then kind of move on.
Pretty much.
Or for different people would be different ways.
Morning period of 30 minutes.
No, you calm down, Tiny. But the funny thing is, if you go to the other side of the border, to the people of Tuscadol, once they dedicate themselves to one person, that does not change. That's why even after Garnan and Ezrin's mom left, their father did not remarry. He was not with anybody else. He became dedicated to the tribe. Of course, they never talk about what happened to Garnet and Ezrin's mom. As far as they knew, she was dead.
Man, I wonder how long the stun's gonna last for.
That's a good question. You'll have to find out.
Well, someone could try to do dispel magic if anyone else knows it.
They don't.
Man, seems like everyone's still awake, Winter.
I know, but I'm sorry, but
it's whatever.
We are.
I get it.
I just don't.
Now I'm actually starting to kind of get dozy.
I just don't want you guys to end up in combat and then we end up being here for another hour and a half.
That'd be fine.
Ooh.
But as far as stream goes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, make sure you all take care, stay healthy, and most importantly, hope you all stay